Pissed off, man. Sorry. I'm on my live right now. Oh yeah, I should be live right now, right? Mic check. Okay. All right, so I can hear myself. I had to go live on this phone. So give me a second. Let me set this up. My bad, y'all. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. But we are finally here. Finally famous, nigga. Hold on, y'all. Let me set this up. Let me set this up real quick. All right, so we here. We back finally. And y'all can hear me, right? How many how many women do I have in the background right now if you guys can hear me? Y'all can't hear me. I'm gonna say intrusive thoughts. I'm just playing. I can hear me. So I'm gonna wait. So what I'm gonna do is and wait for a few people to get into the building. I apologize. I had to change phones to go live, but I'm live now, and I know the audio is actually working now. So y'all can hear me now. Finally, I know y'all can now because I had to check it. I had to check it. All right, so we're finally gonna get started. It's already 11:47. Now I was supposed to go live at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Was it 2 p.m.? I don't know. I forgot. But I was supposed to go live like around this afternoon. The energy was weird as hell today, but I accomplished a lot. All right, good, bro. That's what's up. So yeah, I accomplished a lot. Okay, today on a spiritual, energetic level. Um, I downloaded some information. I'm feeling sharp. I'm feeling in a great mood. So in today's live, I'm gonna be talking about the Lucid Dream University. Had this like crazy lucid dream, and then I actually looked it up. I broke down what it was, so like I know the esoteric meaning behind it. But before I get into all that, how you guys doing today, bro? Hopefully, you guys in the right type of vibration, get to the bag, and staying consistent. Okay, seeing myself is kind of distracting, so I'm gonna X out on my own live. All right, cool. Yes, sir. So keep in mind, um, I'm probably extending this a little bit longer as far as like the lives. Um, Members only, that's where I get to pop my shit at. Okay, members only. Um, I think it's if you go over to the YouTube section or whatnot, you can become a part of members only. Cause I'm gonna be cooking up some shit, bro. I've been in the lab. I haven't been going out. I haven't been seeing nobody. I haven't been doing anything, bro. I've been in the lab. I've been cooking up a lot of good information. Downloaded some damn charisma, confidence, um, centeredness. You won't believe the magic in just being centered, being confident, being non reactive, and understanding timing. Okay, shit gets super magical when you understand timing, when you understand pace, when you understand, like, bro, I have a lot of information, dog. Like I said, today was a very telling day, very telling. But before we get into my day, um, my 7 day forecast as far as the energetic field goes. Again, today I think this week it started out really kind of not really, but very subtly aggressive in the sense that like energies was just all over the place today. But I remain centered. I remain centered. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling, man. I'm sitting here. I'm vibing. I'm vibing in my own little time, my time zone and whatnot. Like, I was playing Uncle today. I had to talk to both my niece and nephew. Found out a lot of good information just about like talking to kids, being like, as far as like having a parental role because they done been through some traumatic shit. My niece and nephew is not my niece is 9 and my nephew is 8 years old. So talk about being calm and centered and just knowing what to say, how to say it, understanding timing, understanding being patient, understanding that like your silence by itself can create a vacuum that most people will pick up on. In particular, women will pick up on how calm, cool, and collected you are, bro. That alone is magnetic. All right. That alone itself is magnetic, bro. So give me a second. I don't like having stuff in my background and shit. Hold on. I noticed this spray or not. It's like I don't even like using these sprays. It's not natural, but it's like air mist fresh or whatnot. I like to keep my surroundings clean, but I hate when like people's be using these and after you take a dump. TMI, my bad. I was supposed to like warn you guys, but TMI. I hate when these is being used, right? And people take a dump, right? And then they spray this after they take a dump, right? And after they spray this, for somehow, some reason, if I try to spray this in the living room or anywhere else, it picks up on the same smell that was in the goddamn bathroom. This shit is annoying as hell. If you're gonna use this spray everywhere else, bro, that's disrespectful. Just keep it in the bathroom. And that's for bees too. I don't usually use that, but like whatever. But yo, so yeah, like I was saying, bro, the power in just being centered, being calm, cool, and collected. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just understanding like when you practice retention, you start to learn so much about yourself. You start to learn so much about like people's patterns, female patterns, different types of women, different options. Bro, you're gonna notice that you have so many options that you might fucking go crazy, bro. Not in a crazy sense, but I'm just saying, like, as of recent, so there's a lot that's going on in the atmosphere right now, okay? Um, but like I said, before we get started, type shit, like, what's the energy like right now? Like, how y'all feeling? Is there any weird shit, crazy shit going on? Has today been good? Like, where we tuning in from, type shit? You feel me? I know you guys came to watch the live and get the information, but I also would appreciate it if you guys participated as well. And if you don't want to participate, if you just want to hear me just talk my shit in the background, that's fine too. Just leave a like and I ain't tripping. I don't gotta hear shit. I got a lot of information though. Got a lot of information. Got a lot of uh downloads. Again, I was supposed to go live today, like around this afternoon, but a lot was going on. A lot of shifts, a lot of changes within the atmosphere right now, especially with the moon and where it's at. So, and then also just understanding like I learned like some good habits about what I've been doing and some bad habits about what I've been doing. As far as like retaining my energy and then dealing with female attraction, female nature. Um, as of recently, I've been talking to this one particular individual, um, and currently, because again, I go hold you. This is a live. Like she probably might see this, or you probably might see this. You feel me? When it, because whatever, or maybe not. She probably moved on. Who fucking knows? But I'm in that space where it's just like, how can I say this without like trying to snitch on myself, bro? This is why we need the members only. You feel me? Um, well, this is why y'all should sign up for the members only, so that way I can really like pop my shit. I can really say what I want to say. But yeah, I'm currently like just in my own zone, bro. I'm not even worrying about who I'm talking to. Granted, I did get very, very attached, very, very attached to this individual. And what happens is when you practice retention, like you become like magnetic as fuck. Whether you say shit or whether you don't, it all becomes magnetic. All right, cool. Let's get into this comment real quick. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Cause like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I wanna talk about, but I gotta check. I gotta make sure the energy is right first. All right, Moody, can you touch on protecting your energy, but in particular, making sure that you yourself don't create or project negative energy because you're in a situation with lots of negativity. Um, First of all, thank you for yeah, it makes sense. First of all, thank you for sharing. You said speak on protecting your energy, but more in particular, make sure that you're make sure that you yourself create a pro, pro, project. All right, now I kind of fucked myself up, but I basically know what the fuck you just asked me. But I like, you know what I'm saying? Um, I am literally kind of in this push pull dynamic of negative energy. All right, I'm a naturally positive person, but it seems to me that like every single day, I tend to go through some type of like ups and downs and shit. The less reactionary I became is the more powerful I became. You feel me? So it's like when you're dealing with negativity, you have to observe you have to observe negativity, not absorb it, but observe it, watch it. You feel me? Negativity is nothing but a fancy word for something that can trigger you off your center. So if somebody is trolling, if your chick is like shit testing you, if your mom's getting on your nerves, if your job is getting on your nerves, your dad, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your son, your daughter, all of these people project this energy, and sometimes it's not even like a malicious type of thing, but like people will be in a different type of frequency, and you know it will project negativity, and negativity is kind of like how you look at it. It depends on who you talk about. You feel me? If I'm looking at a dude and I call him a bitch, that's negative. But if I look at a female and I call her a bitch, that still might be negative too. But she's a female. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's kind of like, what do you perceive to be negative? What do you perceive to be something that's like a trigger for you? Because I had a lot of triggers, bro. Had a lot of triggers. I discovered triggers that I didn't know triggered me, because usually negativity leads me down to two emotions: mad as fuck or sad and depressed, basically. You see what I'm saying? And how I deal with it, how I protect myself from it, is I don't absorb it. I look at it, I analyze it, I remain calm, I remain centered. Hell, I might even laugh at the motherfucker. I might even make this shit into a motherfucking joke, nigga. The fuck? But at the end of the day, it's about transmuting that energy from negative to positive. That's how positive actually even exists. You can't tell me what the fuck is positive energy without knowing negative or experiencing some type of like negative feedback based on what you want to get out of life or get out of that situation. Somebody said, "Bro, can we talk about the spiritual warfare on semen retention? It feels like my life is falling apart." Um, is it really falling apart, or is God saying, you know what, nigga, you don't need this shit, nigga, you think you need this shit, you think your life is falling apart. What if I told you that your life that's quote unquote falling apart, what if it's like instead of falling apart, you're breaking old habits? Or again, I don't know what the fuck you're actually going through. Like I don't know what falling apart might mean. But again, it's all on how you view it, how you look at it, what you put into like something that you value. Like if your car got stolen, if your girl left you, um, you said you said falling into place. Oh yeah, no, my bad. I thought it was my bad. I thought it was somebody else that comment. But like, yeah, if your dog ran away, you feel me? If Monique, your ex girlfriend, somebody dated somebody named Monique. How many people know somebody named Monique right now? If Monique didn't text you back, if Sophie didn't text you back, if Brittany didn't text you back, and you feel some type of way and it's in your mind and you feel like, damn, bro, I ain't got no more hoes no more, or whatever, your job fired you, whatever. It's not necessarily thank you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monique. But like I'm saying, at the end of the day, is your life really falling apart though? Or are you like making space? Because I feel like God might be making space for new blessings to come into your life. Half of the time, I ain't gonna hold you, are young and you're rich. If you by the age of 21, if you gotta have $1 million, bro, you might have a million mistakes, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. By the time you hit 20, but when you get 21, you got $1 million. And the only reason why I say that, you say your girl left you, a better one coming. Facts, bro. Listen, there's always better. Y'all ever heard that saying where I think the kids they be like, "Oh, do better." Oh, like if a motherfucker beat you in 2K, and you be like, "Oh, you got lucky." Motherfucker be like, "Do better, do better." Do you not know that like there's always better? It's always worse too. It depends on like how you shift your frequency, but like if you are constantly wanting to elevate yourself, nigga, it's always gonna be nigga. The chick that I was talking to, right? And I don't even want to say was or is or what. Who knows? I ain't got no beef. She could, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with you. But the chick that essentially that I was talking to, she pulled back. I was already kind of centered. Shit got chaotic with this new moon. You feel me? And with the sun doing what it's doing. Apparently, bro, after I had that space, bro, I ain't gonna lie, my nervous system missed the fuck out of her, bro. My nervous system was like, my nigga, what's up? Well, actually, no, I lied. It wasn't my nervous system, it was me consciously. My nervous system was actually purging myself of the connection that I had with her. You see, when you're on retention, the simplest thing that you do to a female type shit, like whether you talk to her, kick it with her, skate with her, go to the park with her, whatever you do, like the shit is amplified. So you don't necessarily have to do anything to try to impress her. You know how guys get into this energy where they try to impress women and shit. They try to do the most, like, yo, girl, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that for you, and it's just like, I mean, it may work for a certain amount of time, but like, how like consistent would that be? If you're living your life to impress somebody else, nigga, you gonna lose. I ain't gonna hold you. Humans don't give a fuck about shit. We are the most moodiest motherfucking creatures on the face of this fucking planet. Everybody. Everybody's moody. Everybody's a Moody Starr at some point in time. And I ain't trying to make this a pun thing, but I'm just saying, like, as humans, we go through so many emotions. And we talk about females, women, they live through their emotions. They do use their logical brain too, because you do have some logical thinking as women out there for sure, for sure. But yo, man, being centered, being calm, cool, and collected is like it's the best thing that you can do as a man. You don't have to be too loud. You don't got to do much. All you got to do this is like I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna read a post that this young lady shared on Facebook. I'm not gonna show her face, but I'm gonna let you know right now. There's a lot of options out there, bro. For all of y'all, a lot of options as far as like women, lifestyle, mindset, um, um, different types of goals and everything. You can make your life a movie right now. Right now. Like this might be the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what time it is, wherever you at right now. But let's say you just chilling, you know what I'm saying, you by yourself, well now you vibing. Uh the thing about it, bro, is that it's mainly about your internal world, number one, and then you understanding patterns. The so you want to know the do you want to know like the one thing that like most humans recognize when it comes to their brain? We are more attracted to patterns than anything else. Some of y'all, if you're new to like my live and stuff, you're probably thinking like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, the fuck type of pattern is this? Like in your mind, you probably thinking like, okay, some random black dude talking about like what Moody Starr. Who the fuck is that nigga? Right? My pattern is it's foreign to you. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know you know what I'm saying, where my energy is at. But if you're still here and you're new or whatnot, you kind of resonate with my energy, and that's because my frequency, I try my best to like align myself with universal frequency. You get what I'm saying? While still being myself. So you either gonna resonate with it or you're not. You feel me? But at the end of the day, first of all, shout out to everybody. Inspirational. You said I'm inspirational. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody in the building, dog. New levels, new devils. New levels, new devils. Catch a body. Don't catch a body. Don't. We're not saying catch bodies. Even though people do be getting body snatched. Do y'all know what body snatching is? You said pattern cycles, spiritual spiral rituals. Life is a excuse me. Life is a spiral. Golden ratio is common in nature. Facts. And the thing about it, bro, is that as humans, because we love patterns and shit so much, it's like our nervous system. Sometimes, like, here's the thing, bro. There's different versions of you. Okay, so you got your conscious self, you got your subconscious self, you got the inner workings of your body. So you have different systems that are in charge of certain things. I have been learning more so about the nervous system. The nervous system essentially is kind of like the system that like kind of controls like the thinking and the unconscious movements, like with your hands and shit when you be blinking and stuff. Um, some people have a weak nervous system because they eat a lot of fuck shit, and then they also program their mind to bullshit. They don't know how to prime their mind. You get what I'm saying? And when you talk about priming your mind is essentially kind of like if you're gonna watch some fuck shit, try to learn from it at least. Learning is kind of like a lost art. You feel me? All right, somebody else. I feel like I can't get away with anything. It's like I have to be perfect while everybody else does the same thing I do with no consequences. That's makes life of the chosen. I hear that like you're on a pro. Oh God, I think it's karma. Takes a while to get through it. Have you heard of sacred secretion? Man, shit. Honestly, bro. So first of all, I appreciate the comments. There's a lot of comments rolling in right now. It's late. Honestly, bro, I thought it was gonna be like four motherfuckers in this bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I about it. I got my own notes and everything, but everybody's like participating, so I appreciate that. Um, but nah, my dog was saying I feel like I can't get away with anything. It's like I have to be perfect while everybody. See, here's the thing about that dynamic. Number one, not everything is for you, and not everything is for people who are doing fuck shit and they're seemingly getting away with stuff. I mean, karma is real. My dog said, right, like I'm on parole, bro. Nah, real talk. I mean, you're a keystone. species in SR community. I appreciate you, Doc. See, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even think like I can't y'all can't really put me in no like genre and shit like that. You feel me? Like the SR guy or whatnot. But nigga, it's more so about the superpower that we have within, bro. Because it's not just SR, it's also learning about the nervous system. See, if I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna, like put the kids to sleep. All right, because I'm not gonna watch how I'm speaking right now. Okay, so what I might say might be X-rated. So put the kids to sleep. If you under the age of 18, nigga, go nigga. Why you still up, nigga? Go to sleep. But yeah, the superpower that we have within is real, right? And I knew it was real when I seen a young lady actually align with the message that obviously that I talk about a lot. Let me get to this post real quick, and I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna read some more notes. Okay, I don't know if I should shout her out. I don't think she wants to be shouted out. But this young lady, right? She shared a post today on Facebook. It was just on my timeline. She was like, "You'll never be able to read her mind the way she's able to read yours until you strengthen your ability to refrain from ejaculation. Um, your life force energy and telepathic superpowers go right out the window every time you bust a nut. Study semen retention today. Uh, Sincerely, Soulfire." Um, this coming from a woman. This coming from a woman. This is not coming from me. So it's not no damn secret. Niggas don't have telepathic communication or anything at all, nigga. You wanna know why, bro? Because every time niggas go online and shit and be like, man, you know what, man? Fuck it. Once you say fuck it, you already know like fuck it. Pixels on a motherfucking screen gonna get you off. And by the time you do your thing or whatnot, don't you be feeling like shit, pain, regret, shame, pissed off? All your superpowers just went out the window for real. But this, again, to me, it's not nothing. There's no new information. I used to be a fucking sex addict, my nigga. Like I used to be. You feel me? So I came a long way. Pause or whatever, for lack of a better term. But I'm at that point right now where like I don't even struggle with the because I know the superpower. I know the power of it. And I'll say every low emotion in the book, not facts. I know the superpower that like I can possess, but the thing about it is controlling it and then also understanding more of yourself from within. This is why I say it's very important to learn about the brain, learn about how the brain works, learn about um, the best times to fuck a bitch, for lack of a better term. I ain't mean to say it like that. I told you, kids, go the fuck to sleep. Why you still up? Okay. And I'm not saying women are all bitches. No, I'm not saying that. But just in case the street niggas or whoever the fuck might be seeing this shit, the same rule applies, my nigga. Like the best time to actually have sex with a woman is literally in the morning between I say about 5 and 7, between 5 a.m. and like 7 to 8 a.m. Because overnight, of course, the pussy is marinating, and then also with the guy, um, your testosterone levels are high. It's the highest between 4 a.m. and 4 a.m. and 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. testosterone. So just in case if you're in a committed relationship, you and your wife want to spice some shit up, my nigga, just chill for about 7 days. Don't bust a nut for 7 days. Because actually secretion, what homeboy was talking about earlier, it's more so, it really depends on the person. You feel me? If you've been practicing retention, the secretion and everything sometimes happens faster. So 7 days, 14 days, 20 days. My longest streak ever was 129 days. I haven't came close since. I ain't gonna hold you. But I've also learned a lot about myself and also learned a lot about women. Not chasing women, but understanding how to become magnetic to the point where you don't have to do anything else. Everything is going to literally start to come to you. Hey, listen, I told the kids to go to sleep. I told the kids to go to sleep. I told y'all to go to. I don't know why y'all still up right now, bro. Please. This is MGT night. This is how I'm gonna be talking on members only. But a lot more. I'm still being politically correct right now because I know the whole world might be watching at some point in time. They might see this shit. I don't give a fuck. But the point is, though, like I said, what's the biggest difference between and how you feel between your 129-day streak and the shorter streaks? The 129-day streak, that was when my YouTube channel got monetized and I saved up enough money to get a car, but and then I ain't gonna hold you. My 129-day streak was lit as fuck. By the time I got to like 50 days in, shit was like really starting to have momentum. And by the time I got to like 100, um, I think I had like some. I was talking to some female or whatever, and this is without a car. This was me like kind of building myself from nothing, and I felt amazing. I felt supernatural. I definitely had some supernatural experiences. I had some like experiences where like I don't know if you guys know about this one experience, but like this is like really quick story. Me and my dog and his cousin, we was all chilling in the car. We were smoking and shit, chilling. We were by the lake where we usually go and vibe at. Um, all of a sudden, something in my spirit say, "Yo, let's leave. I think we should leave." They're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Nigga, I don't know what, but I just have a strange feeling some shit about to happen. I think we should leave." I shit you not, maybe 5 to 10 seconds later, we heard this weird ass scream, bro. This shit was like some out of a movie for real, like out the distance. You feel me? To the left of us. It was like, like, what the fuck? What the hell is going on? I say, I told you, nigga, let's go. You feel me? So we left, right? As we left, like where we was at, we drove like maybe 3 or 4 blocks because we didn't stay too far from the lake. We drove about 3 or 4 blocks and then we parked. Literally 2 minutes later, bro, we seen 12 zoop past us, nigga. It was one police car that zooped past us. 5 seconds later, another one. 5 seconds later, another one. 5 seconds later, another one. 7 police choppers, nigga. Drove down the road and then made it right down where we was at, nigga. Now I don't even know how the fuck I even knew all that shit was. I didn't know all that shit was gonna happen, but everybody was looking at me crazy, like, "Yo, how the fuck did you know that was gonna happen?" I'm like, "Nigga, I don't know, nigga. Like, I just said my internal clock was like ticking. You know, niggas, you feel me? See, my people, about like, not to say this is a melanin thing or not, but my homies, they was white. So I don't know if it was like a melanin thing or if it was me on my retention journey. And it was crazy because like, you feel me? Everything was just flowing, bro. Like, and I was still like building my life. You feel me? And the crazy thing about that was, so by the time I got to the 129 day, because I know a lot of people was wondering like, well, damn, well, how'd you break the 129-day streak? And I think I made a video about that shit, but like again, people low key was clowning me for it, but I don't give a fuck, especially now, nigga. Like fuck out of here, nigga. Like, but I basically broke the streak because I was chilling with the older women. We drank wine. I didn't know she wanted to fuck. I didn't know we was gonna chill like that. One thing led to another, and life happened. The fuck, like I had to start over. Now, after I released and shit, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I wish this bitch was better. That was the only thing. It's like you start seeing clearly now. It's like, damn, bro, I could have had me some fine shit. You feel me? But then I had to like go ahead and make the video and have the guilt. I'm like, yo, guys, my streak is over. I got to start over. I relapse. And I used to like feel shitty as fuck about quote unquote relapsing. And I'm like, wait, hold on, time the fuck out. Because God is a fucked up individual. If he think that he gonna make releasing feel that good, that niggas is not gonna release. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural like phenomenon. You feel me? Females they have their orgasm. Niggas be busting a nut. It is what it is. You feel me? Um, the problem though is like too much internet porn or fucking bitches that's like toxic as fuck, even though you think that's attractive. It's like after you fuck a toxic bitch for at least 2 to 3 months, that shit gets stressful. The shit gets stressful. You feel me? You gotta keep constantly restarting over your streak. This bitch going crazy because you done went 3 days and you ain't touch her, and she like, damn, can I suck your dick and all type of crazy shit. Like I told you, put the kids to sleep. My bad, y'all. I'm kind of ran, but I'm telling the truth though. I'm being 100% honest right now. And the thing about it, bro, is the fact that like it just God put us on here to what be fruitful and multiply, but also to master, master ourselves, bro. In my humble opinion, I think God literally wants us to just literally have fun, enjoy our life, but just have some order. Have some order. Have some like structure into how you're gonna do some shit. If you're gonna do some shit, do it the right way. That's it. Like another saying that I used to say was like, there's no reason why you should be chasing pussy if you have $0 in your bank account. If you're worried about a girl, Monique, who's it, Monique? Shout out to Monique. If you worried about Monique not texting you back, my nigga, like you really should be worried about like, damn, I only got whatever how much to the bank, or my job ain't really paying me, but I'm just gonna settle because this bitch she be fucking me good from time to time. I ain't gonna hold you. I used to live life like that. I used to live life like I didn't give a fuck about shit. As long as I worked and got me some pussy and got me some food, some weed, that was it. Life was just simple. I don't give a fuck. I don't need all this extra shit. But then it came to a point where it was like my energy was, it felt like I was draining my energy. And not only was I draining my energy, on an energetic scale, I also was draining my energy because it went from, even if you're not having sex with a female, bro, if you're in contact with them, they have these terminologies called like orbit or stay on a female's radar or things of that nature. Women women are powerful beings and men are powerful beings. Some men who are unconscious of their power and their magnetism, they do get taken advantage of, which is the non-sexual energy. So a woman, she don't gotta fuck you. All she gotta do is just be herself, have her natural aura. Especially if she be, take care of herself for real, bro. It don't take nothing for a nigga to randomly send her $20 and some goddamn roses and shit like that. Bro, it's easy, bro. I've seen so many women on, and I'm not trying to expose nobody because that's not my job. I'm not here to expose anybody. I'm just like telling the truth in the sense where it's like I need people, at least the guys who understand not to be 3,000% red pill, but understand like it has to be a balance. Like you have to respect women. The misogyny and talking down on them, I don't play them type of games. Everybody came out of a pussy in the first place. So why are we down in pussy now? Nigga, we came out one and then we chase, and in a sense we kind of chasing it too. So it's like a lot of people who are a lot of guys who are misogynistic or whatnot. First of all, they give niggas like me a bad name, a bad rap. You get what I'm saying? And it's traumatized a lot of women. So now, like, you feel me? When I'm centered and masculine and I'm just doing my thing, sometimes women get it confused. Like, okay, are you misogynistic or are you really him? You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot. It's not a lot of niggas that's like that for real. It's a lot of niggas that don't have patience. There's a lot of niggas that don't know how to control their what's the word? You know when you be doing shit just like out of nowhere, you just be like, man, fuck it, bro. Impulse. Like I didn't realize how much impulsive I was energetically until I kind of went through this new streak that I'm on now. So the question earlier, I know there's a bunch of comments. I'm gonna get to the comments, but I'm instant download, so I want to lose track of thought. But somebody, you asked, what's the difference between my 129-day streak and like a regular like 30-day streak or even 7 days? The main difference now is that I'm learning faster. Like I'm learning, so every time I fuck up, I'm learning. Okay, what triggered me to fuck up, or why did I allow myself to get out of control in the sense like, damn, I'm uncentered. You see what I'm saying? I ask myself these questions. When I ask myself these questions, I'll be like, all right, cool. Next time, because remember, triggers really don't disappear. Don't think like negativity and your ex, or you gonna have a future ex. You gonna have a future ex-wife. Don't get married right now. Not in this day and age. Don't get married right now. If you about to get married, if you already got the ring, then congratulations. You played yourself. Now I'm just playing. Good luck. But I'm just saying though, like for real, like protect this. You kind of have to really protect your energy in the sense of like whoever you are going to settle with to have a baby with, you better make sure they're not crazy, deranged. Shout out to Martin Lawrence, showing my age. But yeah, bro, because motherfuckers be crazy and deranged by the time. See, here's the thing. If you're not careful, not all women, but some women who might be chaotic, unpredictable, unemotionally stable, um, things. If it, like, I ain't gonna hold you. All that you sounds negative, but niggas low key love that shit. I love a crazy bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I love them. You feel me? I have natural healing energy, but at the same time, it's kind of like I think I'm challenging myself before I fully commit to like a real situation type shit. Um, but I tend to attract a lot of women who have gone through a lot of trauma. Not to say like they aren't a fit, they not fit for to date me or whatnot, but you know, I'm on this damn healing journey every single day. Every day, bro, I'm researching. I'm looking up video ideas. I'm researching what's happening in the mind when you're talking to a woman and the sexual tension is rising. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of like psychology that I look up, and this in real talk, I never would have thought like this if I didn't understand the power of retaining my energy. My bad. Let me get to some of these comments. Got to be the electromagnetic field your body was tapped into to be able to feel that. 12 caught. Oh yeah, that was on the story. Hell yeah, 12 caught me doing 108. I was suspended for 30 days. Shit, crazy dog. Free my dog, man. Well, not you're not locked up, but like need my daughter to be driving again. I think eyes are the most notable marker. See, the thing about the eyes is the window to the soul. When you looking at a female and you look her dead in her eyes, bro, like you gonna see a lot of information, a lot of energy. This only happens when you're on retention. Like I said, if you go at least 7 days to 30 days of just chilling, stop watching that shit, bro. Stop watching. Like, come on, you're wasting you're giving up your superpower, bro. Times when you feel bored, you feel like, man, I need to meditate or some shit like that. Learn how to be still. Learn how to just like work on your charisma and shit like that, bro. I'm telling you, you get to level up at a pace where it's like, even if somebody knocks you back down, you'll have a quick recovery time. That's the main difference. So like when I have shorter streaks or whatnot, I learn faster. You feel me? Because put the cameras to the side when everything get quiet and shit, and you motherfuckers go to sleep and do whatever the fuck you do. I still have to stay with the same energy that I have. You feel me? So I'm not just like on here saying like, oh yeah, man, I'm perfect. No, nigga, I struggle just like y'all. But by the time like I'm done with this live and shit, I'm gonna be looking up some more shit just to learn. You feel me? God gave me the ability. First of all, God is slowly giving me what I asked for. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my own business, and I also want to generate income for other people. I'm in the transition mode of doing that. In order for me to even get that, I have to center myself. Cause it's gonna be some crazy shit. As soon as all right, have you ever been in a situation where you say, you know what, this is my last day smoking. I'm done smoking. I'm done drinking. I'm done chilling with this. After this weekend, that's it. Right? As soon as you decide in your mind that this is it, a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, what happens? You get offers from OfferUp and just all type of other play free shit, nigga. Here's the 3-5, man. I just started serving, nigga. Here you go. This on the house, nigga. All of a sudden, your ex from Virginia, she want to pop back up out of nowhere and shit. All of a sudden, like a new energetic connection starts to happen. On a universal scale, women can feel the shift. They can tell when you bullshit, and they also can tell when you are leveling up. So you can't don't lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself, motherfuckers gonna be able to see through the lie. Don't lie to yourself. I nigga, there's a difference between see, a lot of people love the lie because it makes them feel good. Kind of like, crazy, deranged, delusional, you know, um, and it makes them feel good for the moment. But that's like kind of like a cheap dopamine hit. You feel good about yourself, and then you're gonna drop back down to square one mentally. Cortisol levels, excuse me, within the brain are gonna rise. Cortisol is basically like the chemical that's responsible for like stress and survival and all that shit. So after you release, you're gonna feel like shit, right? Or after you then chase this girl for validation, or you're giving her free validation like it ain't no tomorrow, or you're posting sporadically like a motherfucker, like bro, like all that energy that you're spending, bro. And when I'm saying energy, that I'm talking about me, nigga. Like it's been times where I were energetic, like I probably be on a high streak, but energetically speaking, I'm still giving out validation. I'm still giving attention. I'm still hearing out this girl, that girl. I'm going here. I'm shit. It's to the point where I'm kind of like that. Like when we talk about energy, people will low key take advantage of your extra electromagnetism that you have. I like to call it the loud pack. Once you have that loud pack that's going, motherfuckers always gonna be feeling for a hit, and they don't even have to touch you now. That's how powerful your energy becomes. Your intention, the sound of your voice, everything, it gets amplified. So when it becomes amplified, it's like free pickings, motherfucker. If you don't know your power, motherfucker gonna take advantage of you straight up. And I got taken advantage of so many times, bro. But during those times of me getting taken advantage of, energetically speaking, again, non-physical type of shit. Because again, women are that powerful. Women, again, like if you talking about watching porn, well now you see women titties and shit like that. Like a bitch could just be, juggling her titties and shit. You feel me? She juggling them shits, and you get off of that. She ain't even do nothing yet. She juggling her titties right now, nigga. You feel me? So again, women they have their superpower because they don't really have to do much, and then what men were naturally attracted to. We are naturally attracted to curves. Like the men's brain, we like softness, we like curves, we like seeing pretty shit. You know what I'm saying? So they have some women out there, not all women. When I say this, I'm not talking about all women. I personally know decent women out there that know their power, but they don't abuse their power. You see what I'm saying? They stay feminine, and they still stay confident without feeling like there's some type of slave, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of decent women out there. The problem usually lies it's either gonna be two things. It's either the guy doesn't know how to be centered, and if the guy doesn't understand female attraction, female nature, um, you have to understand like your vibration makes certain chemicals be released in her brain. You feel me? Mental stimulation before penetration. If niggas want to try to get as much pussy as possible, fuck the physical side for 2 seconds. Not physically, but I'm just saying, like, get that out your mind for 2 seconds. Because the game has already started to be played already on an energetic scale. Women already peeping you out. Women already know if they want to fuck you or not, based on your aura, based on your energy, based on how you project yourself. They could tell instantly. So energy don't lie. So who the fuck we really fooling? Can't hide behind money. Can't hide behind cars. Can't hide behind your job. Can't hide behind YouTube. Can't hide behind none of this shit. So with that being said, the superpower that men possess is simple: calm, stoic, confident, charismatic, vigilant, patient, um, wise, emotionally intelligent, um, leadership, um, practices delayed gratification. Once you kind of like notice off the top of your mind and it's in your energy field, bro, like it's over with. It's over with. You'll be able to process so many things a lot more faster because you're non-reactionary. Like if a fine ass female hits you up, why are you so quick to text her back? We already know you're gonna text her back. She fine as hell. Have a little bit of delayed gratification. You'd be surprised at how much information you can get out of the situation, nigga. Dead ass serious, nigga. That's the this. I'm talking to you guys like this a drug deal right now. I feel like a drug dealer right now. Okay, you feel me? I'm just keeping it a bean. Somebody said real quick, what's tomorrow's forecast again? Um, Hold on one second, dog. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I be having mad notes, my nigga. Like I'm already thinking about next week. Yesterday, Sunday. Let me see where we at. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Bro, that was a lot of notes that I had on Sunday. My bad, y'all. Give me a second, dog. I'm trying to pull up the forecast. I know I got it. I think I got it in my. You say you should have took notes. It's all good. It's all good. It'd be like that. I should have had this shit ready. Y'all remember Brad? Where the fuck is he? When is he gonna go live for the first time? Missed that nigga though. More times than not, the woman texts more than just one message, but we're so quick to text back that we never get that full expression of her energy in that given moment. It's a fact. 100% accurate, bro. And again, it's not mind games or anything. It's just like if you want to maintain attraction, bro, make sure you stay in the vibration that makes her brain release the certain chemicals within the body that's gonna make her feel good. You try to do it too soon, timing is everything. Like I said, you're too anxious too soon. That's not attractive. It's just not. But when you time pace yourself or whatnot, it is what it is. She either gonna reach out, or if you feel confident to reach out, depending on like if it's a like a you guys aren't talking for a couple of days and shit, because it's gonna get like that. It's gonna get like that. You think you love her now. You talk to her every day. You text her right now. This nigga's texting her right now, thinking like, man, shit, we always gonna talk. It's gonna get to a point, energy, especially with the energy field and all that, bro. Um, there's gonna be a couple of days where she has to like get back to herself. You feel me? And a lot of guys panic at that. Oh, who is she talking to? Is she seeing somebody else? The less energy you show to her and the more energy you show to yourself, not watching porn, but actually centering yourself and doing shit that's gonna change your life, she's naturally gonna feel that shift. She's already put it like this. When you talk to a woman, she downloads a lot of your life force energy or the loud pack within into her nervous system. So what happens is when your presence alone, when you stop talking to her or like you give her some space, she's gonna feel you more in her nervous system because she's gonna go over memories, the emotions of how you made her feel, the conversations, the times where y'all did whatever. It's gonna play back within her body. You see what I'm saying? There's been times where I've been on the phone or I've been around certain women whole time. I didn't know they pussy was wet, my nigga, because I was just masking, I was chilling, I wasn't trying to be funny, I wasn't trying too hard. I was just literally, you know what I'm saying, the natural charismatic energy was just there. Everything was just flowing. That gets they pussy like wet, mwah, type shit. You feel me? It do. But if you go into the mindset, man, I'm gonna try to get her pussy wet, or man, I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a try hard. That shit ain't gonna work. Intention is everything. Energy don't lie. Let me see if I can. I think I got it. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up right now. You said day two, right? I'm about to pull it up. All right, so not day two, but like also okay, so 7 day energy forecast, December 8th through 14th, the week of emotional calibration, deep desire, grounded discipline, perfectly aligned with your 7 day format from before. So, what time is it? It's 12:39. So today's Tuesday. Uh, the social calibration. So for today, Tuesday, for today, as far as the energetic forecast for today, the moon is still in Libra, so your ass is gonna be talkative too and trying to balance shit out. Shout out to all the Libras out there. Okay, today the mind and heart sync. Conversations land deeper, intentions feel clearer, and you notice subtle changes in people's tone and energy. The moon's magnetic pull today creates a calm awareness, not emotional, not heavy, more like an inner balance that keeps you from overreacting. None of y'all better not overreact today. Y'all shouldn't be reacting at all. Something's going to try to piss you off today. Learn how to control your anger. I was talking to my niece today, right? And I tell you, I had to be uncle today. You feel me? Uncle Moody. Talking to her, I found out that like she has a very very short temper. I told her I was like, "Do you know what psychology is?" And for sure, bro, no problem. Um, I asked her like she's 9 years old. I was like, "Do you know what psychology is?" She's like, "Nope." I was like, "All right, cool. Let me break this down for you. Simple. If I say you're pretty, oh, I like your earrings. You have a nice hair. Oh, you're so pretty. She when I said that, she started smiling. She felt good. Oh, she started blushing. I was like, "You feel good, right?" Okay. Now, when somebody at school calls you a big back, you feel me? That's not good, right? No, that she gets mad. Like she was like, you know what I'm saying? She got mad as fuck when I said big back because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Why you calling a little kid a big back? You feel me? Kids are mean. They be saying all type of shit. So I told her, I was like, you see how the first time when I said that you were pretty, you internalized that energy and you felt good. And then when I said that you're a big back, you internalized that and you felt bad. That is like the simplest form of psychology. Don't let words affect your inner world. If you know you're not a big back, don't be mad about it. You have to learn how to ignore people because people are going to say shit all the time. That's what I was telling to my little niece. Because she be fighting with her brother all the damn time. And her brother he's just as intelligent, but he talks a little bit more. Um, and low key, I think he knows more than what he gives off or whatnot. Um, but basically, I was talking to both of them, bro, and I also did some research on how to talk to kids. Yelling, trying to do all that aggressive shit, like how our parents used to do it. The shit don't work. It don't. It's just gonna get you into fight or flight mode. Gonna get scared, and they're gonna rebel. They're gonna resist more. No, don't touch me. No, I don't want to go to sleep. No, leave me alone. Face ass. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? So I just sit there and I talk to them. I'm like, what do you want? Tell me how you feel. See, if I was so caught up in drama with trying to chase bitches and all this shit, bro, I'd be on the phone. I'm like, listen, just go to sleep or go outside. I'm on the phone right now. You feel me? So you'd be surprised, bro. Like when you center yourself, because I'm in a situation right now where I'm kind of like the glue, the emotional glue for the family. Everybody has their strengths, but the family looks at me as like the black sheep. But really, I just don't be doing the same shit that y'all do. Like the way how you guys communicate, the way how you remain centered. Because if you let these kids piss you off, bro, because they will piss you off. But then that's triggers and shit. Then it's kind of like number one, you're losing control of the situation. Number two, ain't nobody gonna listen to you or take you seriously. And number three, you the op, nigga. Like, why are you yelling at me? You feel me? So I spoke to these kids in a way where like I still showed that, hey, I'm the grown up, you're the kid. Don't talk back to grandma. Don't talk back to grandpa. If I'm around, they be chilling. When I'm not around, I'm getting phone calls saying like, hey, such and such is misbehaving. Come do something. Oh, give her pow pow. Pow pow. I don't need the fuck. You see what I'm saying? Now growing up, I thought like if I had kids, I may have to get them a pow pow. But in today's age, you can't do that. You can't Bernie Mac your kids. Shout out to Bernie Mac. Rest in peace. Amazing how much information can be passed along via vocal cords. Nah, dead ass serious, bro. It's a lot of information in tone, in pace, all that, bro. I'm in the middle right now of studying uh, neuroscience. Uh, I'm studying the brain of a comedian. I'm studying the brain of a charismatic individual. I'm studying the brain. See, the thing about a comedian and or people who are like, because again, I'm not like an aspiring comedian, but I love how their mind works because they could paint a picture for you through words and gestures using their hands and shit. You feel me? NLPs. That's another one too. Um, Conversational hypnosis specialist. So I'm studying this shit, bro, because people miss their gift every single day, bro. Like you're living, your life is treasure. You need to live your life like it is treasure. Your words are treasure. Your gestures are treasure. Your silent time is treasure. You feel me? When you're by yourself, that's the time when you need to be bettering yourself and learn how to relax too. Because if I ain't relaxed today, I'm gonna be live right now. I'm gonna be going live right now. Real quick, since I'm here, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. Um, Shout out to Lucid Dream University. It's a great school. It's a great university. Like I remember when I first my first day there at Lucid Dream University, it was cool. I was greeted by a Chinese bitch. She was fine as fuck, and she had that loud. She had some gas, nigga. And at like the place where I was at, like the shit looked like I was in like South Florida, but then it looked like I was in Asia as well. Like the shit was cool. But Lucid Dream University, for those of you who don't know what the fuck that is. So when you practice semen retention and you're sober, no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing, your mind becomes a lot more clear and you actually have more brain activity that happens when you go to sleep. Most of the time, you might wake up early or and then you be like, damn, it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, man, let me go back to sleep. Usually around those windows of that time, your brain goes through something called REM sleep. So basically, that's rapid eye movement when you're sleeping. So when you have rapid eye movement while you're sleeping, what's happening is you are quote unquote lucid dreaming. You feel me? So lucid dream is like a dream that you can remember. It feels like a real experience. So this morning I had a lucid dream. I was back at one of my old houses and it was being renovated. I woke up in my room. The shit was junky as fuck. I don't know why it was. I got up. I seen people walking through the house. I'm like, what the fuck we got going on? It's just random people walking through the house, right? Some of my family members were there as well. Some of the people from my church was there as well. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what was this family gathering without my permission in my dream in Lucid Dream University? Like, what are we doing here, right? So I go into the right. I bust a right and I seen one of my childhood friends. She sees me, she smiles. All of a sudden, I touch my hair because, mind you, I cut my locks. I touch my hair, and my hair is like I got locks and shit. But one of my locks came out. I was just like, damn. I was like, hey, could you retwist my lock? She's like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm gonna retwist your lock. I was like, all right, cool. So she's retwisting my locks, and then she goes and sits down in the couch, right? She proceeds to tell me some esoteric shit that I don't remember right now, but the shit was live as fuck. I'm like, yo, even here in Lucid Dream University, like, how are you saying something so prolific like that, right? So she says, so she said the prolific statement, and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate you, thank you, because it was definitely divine feminine energy, and then she kind of merged her face. It was crazy. Remember, this is a dream. She smiled, right? And you know how like sometimes people be like, man, you remind me of such and such. When you smile or when you look mad, you look like such and such. She did an expression that made her look kind of similar to like my little sister. And that was cool. I was like, yo, bro, I ain't know we could do that shit. It's like, yeah, man, this shit lit, man. Just keep doing your thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I proceed to say, all right, thank you. She twisted my hair. I go in the bathroom and take a shower. Take a shower. I say I come out the room. I mean, I come out the bathroom. They're like, hey, you're not in that bedroom anymore. You have this new room now. So I go into the new room. I close the door. Half, like the top half of the door, all of a sudden just breaks in half randomly. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I got a brand new room. I look, I see the bed. It's a big ass like water bed and shit. And it was good. It was, exquisite. It was an update. You feel me? TMI, but I'm in the room butt booty ass naked, right? Some random white woman proceeds to walk. Remember, the door's already half broken. She proceeds to walk and open the door. I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, yo, like, excuse me. And then like she stay walking. I'm like, excuse me. I don't have any clothes on. Can you give me some privacy? Like, what the fuck we got going on? You know what I'm saying? She was an old coon too. I don't know if she wanted that she smelled the loud pack or whatever the case may be. But she was like, oh, I'm sorry. She stepped out. Then I ran into the closet. I just I put on like some blue joggers or whatever. And then I walked outside. I was like, excuse me, what do you want? Like, what happened? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. This bitch pulls out a wallet, right? Starts going through hundreds and then pulls out a 20 and gives it to me. I'm like, oh. She's like, oh, don't spend it all in one place. I'm like, thank you, I guess. And I was like, it's fucked up. You could have gave me $100 bill. Like, you passing 100, like you gave me a 20. Whatever, I was grateful. She gave me the 20. And then all of a sudden, the city bus, okay? 441 Breeze. If you're from South Florida and you know about 441 for going from Miami to Broward County, the 441 Breeze, nigga, pulled up to my house, front door, nigga. Pulled up to the front door, nigga. What city bus pulls up to a person's house? Nigga drove through the yard and everything. Nigga like pulled up like it was regular. Nigga like I'm talking about, and the door had like a window. So like when he pulled up, there was this dude from my church, and he was like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up your mom and Sister Marie or whatever," because there was another lady named Sister Marie. Short story long with Sister Marie. I actually know her in real life. She's an older woman. She's attractive. She fits my archetype. Okay, light skinned, short, cute. You feel me? With a nice little. You feel me? No disrespect. No disrespect. You feel me? My whole family kind of fine. And in real life, we had an energetic connection. It wasn't nothing inappropriate, but me being like young and shit like that, like I was trying to see what's up. She didn't give me no play whatsoever, nigga. We text, but she didn't give me no play whatsoever. We actually fell out during that like little communication, right? So I'm like, boom. I see her in my house. I'm like, first of all, what the fuck you doing here? Number one, and number two, like I think the city bus is out here for you. And she looked at me with a blank stare and shit, and she was just like, yeah, I think we're gonna leave. So she gets up, and then I see my mom come out of nowhere. She's dressed like she's like 19 years old. I'm like, Mom, why are you dressed like you're 19? Like, where the fuck y'all going? Like, what the hell is happening? So they go out, get onto the city bus, and the city bus drives off. Like it's a regular stop. Okay, stop and go. The city bus drives off. So I'm still in this house. Now, mind you, this house is a house in Hollywood that I know somebody else lives in it right now. This is not the first time that I had a dream about being in that house. And for some reason, the subconscious mind, especially when you're on semen retention and you're sober, the subconscious mind likes to revisit childhood memories. So, or your childhood household. It's either for me, it used to be Misty Lake, that's like off the county line in Miami-Dade, but this one was in Hollywood, Florida. So I was like, what the fuck? This shit crazy as fuck. Now, mind you, this is during REM sleep. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, had a lot of energy. I was saluting my nigga, TMI, but I was saluting. I don't give a fuck. Some random. Sometimes what happens like with your energy when women are thinking about you, especially if you're not in contact with them while they're sleeping. If they're sleeping alone type shit and they're thinking about you, you might feel their presence. So don't be surprised you wake up a bitch like trying to ride your shit, and sometimes you might think like, damn, I'm just imagining it, but no, you're actually picking up on a frequency that's being projected. This is how like your nervous system knows what's up. So so I wake up 4:30. I guess like the chick that I'm talking to, she kind of was getting my attention because she was up early as fuck too. You feel me? Don't ask me how I know. I just know. You feel me? I can feel her energy, and she kind of made it. I don't think she made it obvious, but you know, you can kind of see shit before it happens. You can feel the intention. Again, when your silence becomes a vacuum. The more calm and cool and collected you stayed, and the less like reactive you are, is the more attraction you actually will get. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about the attraction or anything like that. It's just about centering yourself. You want peace, nigga. I want peace. You feel me? With women or whatnot, um, they enjoy happiness. They also enjoy peace as well, but they are in more depth with their emotions. Me personally, I don't know all the answers to people's questions, but if I feel like I have to repeat myself, that's when I got to remove myself. Sometimes, it's cool to repeat yourself and say like, because long story short, I don't like when I'm talking to a female and she's complaining about something, and I tell her what to do, and then she gives reasons as to why that doesn't work, and I'm like, okay, cool, I ain't got shit to say. And then when I don't have shit to say, there's a problem. It's like, you know what? You need some space. I'm gonna need some space. I need to recenter myself. I can't be doing this. You feel me? She's either gonna see that you're in a masculine state and it's gonna be a safe space for y'all to communicate, or she's gonna be like, nigga, fuck you, never needed you, never wanted you, bye. And it is what it is. If she leaves, she leaves. But at the end of the day, you still remain centered. You ain't crash out on the bitch. But going back to the lucid dream or whatever. So when I wake up from the lucid dream, this is when I was having REM sleep, and I woke up, nigga. That the dream felt like a whole day's work. Cause mind you, I got my dread retwisted, my hair magically grew back and shit. I had the gold locks in and everything. I'm like, the fuck? I guess I'm growing back my hair, I guess, or whatever. And this shit just felt like familiar as fuck with this lucid dream. So when I woke up, I was only asleep for 45 minutes. This shit felt like that shit felt like a whole day. Okay, like within that dream. I'm talking about getting up, seeing where I was at, taking a shower, getting my hair retwisted, seeing this random lady in my house, city bus pulling up to the front door, motherfuckers is, and then I look outside, shit is like moving and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? Shit is insane. You feel me? So after I woke up or whatnot, I decided to say, let me study myself, let me study my patterns. Usually I would get hyperactive and share mad posts on Facebook. Sometimes I'll copy and paste that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Subconsciously, I didn't know what I was doing was I was trying to chase validation. I was trying to seek, I say, external stimulation, because what happens is when you're constantly connected with a woman and you're talking to them every day and shit like that, that becomes your main source of stimulation. You feel me? Whether she's toxic or not, some of y'all don't even like. It's not even the fact that you like the toxicity. It's that you like you actually like the endorphin hits. You like the push pull. You like the dynamic of arguing or just going back and forth banter. You feel me? Because that's still brain activity. My nervous system got used to that with her. So what I had to do was reprogram myself. So throughout the day, did I feel like I wanted to text her? At some point in time, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I did. Shit, I was thinking about the bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. And she's not a bitch. But I'm just saying, I'm just speaking my mind right now. Members only. Kids go to sleep. But no, she's not a bitch. Just in case you're watching this, you're not a bitch. This is how I express myself. Just chill the fuck out. So, but my main concern though was not so much falling into the same pattern, because I knew I was off centered every time I was connecting with her, and I was feeling some type of way. Not so much about what she was saying. It's just that I became like I'm an empath. So when I'm listening to a story and shit like that, or if I'm listening to somebody complaining or talking about something, my mirror neurons in my brain, they fire. So it's like if you're telling me about a man in a burning building, my body's going to embody that and feel that. That's how deep I am when it comes to like talking to women or just even when I'm with myself and vibing. So I didn't want to keep going through all them goddamn episodes. I didn't. It's not that I didn't hate her, and I still would talk to her and shit like that. But it's like the things again. I don't know everything. You feel me? I really don't know everything. I'm still learning every single day. I'm learning to become a lot more emotionally intelligent. But like through the time of not talking to her, I realized how impulsive I was. I realized how I was easy to react to shit. I was easily triggered, and the triggers again, you got good triggers and you got bad triggers. You know what I'm saying? She knew exactly what to say to me to get my dick hard as shit. TMI, I know. But I'm telling you, women, they have the power to do that shit. They really do. The sound of their voice, the cadence of how they talk, it is what it is. You feel me? But as men, we also have that same power when we're in our masculine centered state. So with that being said, this is basically free game. I'm really kind of snitching on myself. You feel me? To any female who might be watching this in the future, bro, this is not no mind manipulation, bro. It's the fact that y'all feel y'all emotions deeper than men, and men by default, we have to be stoked. We have to be centered. We have to be calm. Sometimes a woman might get like very cantankerous and yelling and shit like that. And the whole time nigga just like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Why you not talking? Why you so? All right, let's talk. I think you should do this. Well, that's not gonna work. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. By the time you get into that type of pattern, then it's time to just give each other some motherfucking space. Okay, at that point. So and crazy thing about it, bro, is that my situation is non-physical. I ain't even touch her yet. She ain't touched me yet. I ain't even smell her yet. She ain't smelled me yet. You feel me? So on a non-physical level, this if this is happening on a non-physical, you can just imagine what happens with one touch. Both motherfuckers gonna go crazy. You and her. Like you feel me? But not in no bad way, but it's gonna be the energy is gonna be dynamic. But this is why it's imperative and it's important to really take your time. Really know some of these like really get to know yourself. If you're too weak to date a bad bitch, do not date a bad bitch. I'm telling you right now, niggas like me is gonna be attracted to her because she gonna feel a real nigga energy. A real nigga energy or a real white person energy, white dude, I don't give a fuck. A real guy's energy is someone who's centered, confident, charismatic, knows what's up with himself, knows how to communicate, knows how to read the room. You feel me? It's literally like electricity, for real. On some random shit, bro. After I was meditating earlier, I asked ChatGPT, how fast is the sun? On some random shit. I was like, nigga, how fast is the sun? Like, if we can measure the sun and it's the speed of the sun, like, how fast is that motherfucker? And that shit is moving pretty fast, actually. The solar winds alone, top speed, moves at 2 million miles per hour. Look it up. When you talk about 2 million miles per hour, bro, I was low key mind blown. You mean the winds, the solar winds from the sun, move to top speed, 2 million miles per hour, bro. Now, in my mind, I'm like, that's pretty fucking fast, my nigga. I'm when I'm thinking about speed, I'm thinking about like 100 miles per hour, 200 miles. I didn't even say 1,000 miles, 2 million. I didn't even know speed can go that damn fast. Of course, you got lightning speed and shit like that. But just imagine when we talk about sun gazing, and don't worry, I'm a break right now. We're in the moon phase. We're understanding how the moon affects us energetically. When we get to learning about sun gazing and all the electromagnetic electromagnetic waves that come off the sun, bro, the shit gonna blow your mind. You feel me? This is why I like being in the sun. This is why I like being in South Florida or being in tropical places. I heard through the grapevine that cold weather is not even natural. That's what I heard. Don't kill the do not kill the messenger. But that's what I heard. Cold weather not really natural. That's HARP. Like, right, if I'm not mistaken, somebody commented last week. They said that they were tuning in from Australia. In Australia right now, they're going through summer solstice right now, nigga. In America, it's colder than a bitch. Not Florida, but everywhere else. And motherfucker, it's cold, it's snowing, all type of crazy shit happening in America. But places like Australia, summer solstice. How's that math even mathing right now? Obviously, it's on the other side of the globe, but then when you think about the globe, like, nigga, is it really a globe, my nigga? Like, I'm not saying the earth is flat, but I'm just saying, like, it's a whole bunch of questions and shit when it comes to regions and shit. So with that being said, bro, I just by me asking that question randomly after my meditation, that shows me number one, that my mind was tired of just the same old rat race, tired of like chasing girls or worry about if she gonna text me back or call me back and shit. My mind was literally like, you know what, bro? After this meditation, after this centeredness or whatnot, let's learn a little bit of metaphysics, bro, just to see if you are ready to expand your consciousness. So it's levels, bro. It's a lot of information that's out there. You get what I'm saying? A lot of information. It is. Do I get bored sometimes? Yes, but in the times where I get bored, nigga, I'm either gonna laugh, my nigga. I'm gonna find something that's funny. You feel me? I like stand up comedy and shit like that, or I like watching old shows like the Jamie Foxx show, My Wife and Kids, the Bernie Mac show, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air about like 1,000 times, more than over 1,000 times. You see what I'm saying? Like times when where it's like I done put in the work, I done streamed, I done went to work, I done did this, I done cleaned up or whatnot. The time where you usually chill with your shawty, or you on the phone with her or whatnot, when it's time to take a step back and center yourself, nigga, enjoy yourself, man. Watch some shit that's gonna make you feel good inside. And then after you watch, and not no ignorant dumb shit. Then again, I can't really judge because it depends on your level of intelligence. But even if you're watching something, dog, like you should either be in a mode of having fun or learning or both, because life is shitty. We always have to be serious all the fucking time. But in order to get something done, science has proved this. This is why humor is such a big thing. This is why Kevin Hart and all these motherfuckers that want to make you laugh and shit, it's a big thing. You feel me? The brain dynamic goes through so much when you are listening to a storyteller. Just like what Homeboy said earlier, it's amazing how much information you can get just by using your vocal cords. Remember, you are the original superhuman computer, bro. You are the super. You're a superhuman computer slash AI slash extraterrestrial. And I'm not just saying that just to make you feel good or whatnot. It's just that you don't understand the mechanisms within your body. You don't even understand how powerful you are. Or maybe you do. If you do, then that's what's up. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like, and then while I'm taking a step back from just that interaction with the young lady, bro, I'm seeing just more options, more fine women that either look like her or look better than her. Again, I'm not trying to compare because women hate when I compare them or not. Just in case she still might be watching this, but I don't know. It's a bunch. It's probably my ex might be watching this shit. Who knows? You probably might be looking at me like this nigga used to eat my pussy. Look at this nigga. The fuck, nigga, I done change. Like niggas can't change. The fuck. Yes, I'm a freak. I don't care. But besides the point, though, besides that, all jokes aside, for real, if you're going to live life, just understand, have some order, have some centeredness, learn how to be calm, learn how to be cool. I'm gonna repeat that. Have some order, have some centeredness, learn how to be calm, learn how to be cool. That's the best thing you do. When shit get crazy, when temperatures is rising. I see it in your eyes. And when shit get crazy, when shit hit the fan, it's about who's keeping their cool when shit hit the fan. Literally, that's what it's about. Because something is bound to go wrong. You can have a perfect fucking day, bro. Somebody just not gonna like you just because of how you look, nigga. Your archetype alone pisses somebody off right now. And guess what? Regardless of the fact, you have to what? Protect your energy, protect your energetic body, and then just understand, like, you know what I'm saying? When history decides to repeat itself, you can rewrite history. And you can rewrite it in your favor. So, I just had to holler at y'all though, bro. What else? So we talked about the lucid dream, talked about today as far as that goes, talked about female attraction, blah blah blah. Talked about similar intention. Mm, I feel like I got more. Oh wait, I do. Hold on. I got interesting random facts. What the fuck was I saying, bro? Let me go back to some of these really, really quickly, because I found out some interesting stuff about myself, and just I'm learning more and more about like just the power of just like remaining calm and looking at life not so serious. Like learn how to like have fun. That's the easiest way to learn or to absorb anything. When you're calm, cool, and collected and know how to have fun, you're gonna learn and absorb so much. But also have a level of discernment. So like when you talk about people having fun or telling jokes or whatever the case may be, sometimes it's chaotic. Sometimes people will make fun of people based off of somebody's flaw or something like that. I'm not the type of person to do that. If anything, I'm gonna pick on myself, nigga. I'm gonna pick on myself first. I'm gonna laugh about it. In my mind, I might joke about a situation and shit. I'm not gonna like project anything because I understand within my internal world and then with my nervous system. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking to you right now, and it seems like I'm consciously talking to you, but I'm literally speaking from my gut, where mainly most of my nervous system kind of like, in my mind at least, the center of it is, and that's where the internal GPS system is. That is where your creative energy is. Most of the time, when you retain your energy and you become more creative, you're gonna become more vocal. You're gonna be your heart chakra, nigga, is going to vibrate further than the eyes can see. That's the superpower of just literally taking a step in. Again, not just not busting a nut and shit like that, but staying focused, working out, having a task, not laying around, not thinking about is she thinking about me. Stay busy. Stay busy. Stay learning. Stay stay earning. It's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have abundance of success, and it's just gonna be undeniable within your energy field. This is nothing about it. This is nothing about how much money you can make, because people can make a lot of money, but people waste and spend a lot of money too. There's a lot of niggas who are ducks, and they know nothing about life force energy. They know nothing about no type of charisma or anything. They just feel like they can buy a lot of these females. And some of them you could probably buy their attention for a little bit, but by the time if they just look at you as the money person, a woman has a guy for everything. Money person, uh, the guy that she really wants. Um, you got the guy for emotional support. You got the guy that she's fucking. If she's a single mom or whatnot, she probably has a baby daddy and shit like that. So again, and it's not like I don't take offense to it. It is what it is, bro. It's part of the game. I don't give a fuck whether you playing it or not. I'm not talking about any specific woman per se, but I've seen different situations. I've seen women that I met that told me, "Hey, my baby daddy in prison, but I got a boyfriend, but I still want to fuck with you," type shit. I'm like, baggage much? That's crazy work. And they still expect for you to be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, bro. If you find yourself repeating yourself, if you find yourself um, doing too much, and not only just in a relationship with your girl, but like even for your friends or your family, and you're repeating yourself, Stop talking. Just leave the situation. You're wasting your time. Your energy is being drained. The more you repeat yourself, trying to like again, because people are gonna come to you for advice. They're gonna ask you, "Hey man, what do you think? What do you think I should do?" Or like, "Hey, could you watch my dog?" Or "Hey, could you set up this camera for me?" Or "Hey, could you do this for me? Do that for me?" Motherfuckers gonna be coming to you asking you all type of crazy shit that they ain't never asked you before. This happens when what? You say, I'm done from smoking. I'm done from texting this chick. I'm done from being on social media. I'm done from porn. I'm done from drugs. I'm done from alcohol. I'm done from gluttony. The food eating is like the main thing. I remember one time I was like the food police, and I still kind of am, but I'm more on the neurological aspect of like learning about myself. But don't worry, I'm still gonna pivot back to like some of the superfoods that we should be eating. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, bro, it's getting to that time where I gotta go take a shit. TMI again. I told y'all, put the kids to sleep. But I appreciate everybody who is sharing, chopping it up. I'm gonna read a couple of notes and I'm gonna end the live. Somebody asked, at what age would you tell kids about semen retention? Because people get addicted young to that. We all wish someone told us about it before we got older and drained. That's a great question. What age? I would say as soon as they talk. My nephew's 8 years old, and he got a girlfriend, and he got a side chick, and he got another side chick that like him, and the nigga's 8 years old. So I think I want to say like they know what the fuck sex is, but I say when they get to that age, because I can't even elaborate. Who knows? Who fucking knows? They probably done did some crazy shit at a very stupid young age. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I should say luckily for my nephew, because sometimes he be watching my videos without my permission. But I'll say an appropriate age usually now, like what kids when kids start having intercourse and stuff like middle school, high school. So I would recommend that, but I wouldn't even say tell them about semen retention. I'll just tell them about because to be totally honest, kids are in that developmental stage, right? If you're younger, if you're like 7, 8, 9, 10, you're still closer to the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not as tainted as like an 18-year-old or 29-year-old. So it feels like my young son or my nephew, um, I would tell him understand your power, understand your power that you have within right now because it's very potent. Like this is the most curious you're gonna be. You're gonna ask. You're gonna be bold as fuck without knowing. So I always tell them like any girlfriend that you have, that's cool. But you still gotta go through middle school, you still gotta go through high school, you still gotta go through college, you still after you graduate college, you gotta go through that quote unquote mid 20s era where it's like shit is kind of weird and you dealing with women who got kids now and shit like that. And then you gotta if you don't get married by then and you reach your 30s, now you're dealing with women who 80% of the women that you meet once you get into your 30s, they gonna have kids, at least one or two. So it's not even about sex or it's not about looking good or fly. It's about um, what you can bring to the table as far as like not only providing but emotionally. Are you emotionally intelligent? Are you still thinking like a kid? Like as soon as she flashes her titty, are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You act like a dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be hot as fuck just from a flash of a titty at 30. Come on, that's not a good fucking look. You feel me? So I would just tell them like just vibe, bro. Like understand you're young. I'm in my mid 30s. I'm still kind of like young type shit. You feel me? I'm not as young as some of y'all. Y'all niggas is like prime young. 20, 21, 18, 23. Nigga, that's the golden age. Okay? So the fact that you guys know about this at a young age, you feel me? I only started really knowing about this like 28, 29. But I accidentally was practicing retention the first time I had like a mental psychosis um, episode, and that was when I was actually fasting. And at the time, even younger, like back 23, 24, I was battling with porn addiction. So when I had stopped, and I think I had my phone broken, shit, I ain't had no access to it. I accidentally put myself on retention without knowing, and I didn't know how powerful this shit was because I was still getting female attraction, but I didn't know how to handle it. So what I was doing, as soon as I experienced the female attraction, I was, I was, I went full throttle, all in. A woman that was very attracted to me started fucking not liking me. I became annoying to her. Why? Because I was like, "Oh baby, I love you. Oh baby, I'll do this for you. Oh baby, don't worry about this. Oh, I'm gonna take care of you. Baby, what are you doing now?" She's sucking somebody else's dick, nigga. That's what she doing. You feel me? Because I was like so much on her titty and shit. She actually fucked one of my coworkers and shit. I was pissed off. I took a phone. I ran outside and threw that bitch on the roof. And I ran and I ain't looked back. They called the police. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. But I was salty as fuck too. The nigga warned me too. He was like, "Nigga, yo bitch for the streets." But I'm like, nah, no, I love my baby. Oh my god, come here, my baby. Oh, can I kiss your toes? Let me kiss. I was done when I was that type of nigga, bro. At first, within the first couple months of a female, it might be romantic and shit, but like if you're not centered, she gonna get tired of you. And I didn't understand that. And that was actually traumatic for me when I was going through my first breakup and shit. So after I had that breakup or whatnot, I think a year later, that's when I had like my psychosis actually, because it was another light skinned chick. Newsflash: it's something about light skinned girls, slim waist, pretty face. Not to say that I don't fuck, because I fuck me a white bitch. I definitely fuck with some black girls as well. But the light skinned chicks, bro. The first girl that I ever got a kiss from, she was light skinned. The first crush I ever had on, she was light skinned. Shit, I used to have a crush on Alicia Keys, my nigga, light skinned. But then I was, I was like, damn, bro, am I like infatuated with like light skinned chicks and shit? And I was just like, no, wait, let me look up the dynamic of like skin tone. So when I started like researching about melanated motherfuckers like me, dark milk chocolate and shit like that, it's been scientifically proven that the lighter tone likes the darker tone and vice versa. Because humans naturally are attracted to the opposites. See what I'm saying? So this is why I thought I was infatuated with light skinned girls, but I think I think what I'm saying, it's a balance. But I started, instead of like basking in my infatuation, I said, hold on, wait, time out. Let me scientifically look at this. Let me see what's going on in my mind. Let me see what's going on in my nervous system. Why this archetype? And when I did the research on myself, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'm starting to see the pattern. What did I say? Humans love pattern recognition. The only reason why you listen to music is because it has a chorus, it has a beat that's going to loop, and it's going to have words that are going to rhyme. Everything happens in patterns and cycles. Niggas sound like a broken record saying that shit. But it's true. Everything happens in patterns and cycles. So it's about recognizing not only your pattern, but your system's pattern, your thought pattern, you know what I'm saying, your habits pattern. Everything has a pattern. The trigger patterns, but nowadays it's easy to find. For me, the triggers usually come Thursday and Friday for me. And it's not anything that I do personally, it's my surroundings. It's the end of the week, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is happening, and a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I cover like a multitude of sins because I am passionately thinking about how I can better myself every day. Because I be fucking up a lot of the times, and I get tired of that shit. So it's like, since I started getting tired of that shit or whatnot, I've elevated myself. But then this type of elevation, it's not digestible to the average person. So your soulmate is probably like not the average chick. If you're really doing the spiritual work, it's gonna be some work for real. Shit is for her, for your soul, for your soul tie to find you, she might have to go through some work as well too. You see what I'm saying? But as long as you're putting in the work, as long as you're improving yourself, as long as you're finding ways to make learning fun, um, you'll be so much in a better position in life, bro. When it comes to the money, the cars, and all the excess stuff that happens, bro. Just enjoy the fruits of your labor, but understand how you got it. Remember, some of these women was not shooting with you in the gym, or they wasn't with you working the 9 to 5 or the 12-hour shift. You feel me? Some of these women, they wasn't. Now some that held it down, whether you was broke, whether you had this, whether you're that, whatever the case may be. If she was around for that, then that's a real one. But understand, if she's attractive, she also has options. See, this is why I can't really consider myself to be a spiritual YouTuber, but I tend to say I'm like a spiritual realist in a sense, because I'm gonna talk about the spirituality of things, but then I'm gonna give you the harsh reality at the same time. But then I'm gonna still give you a positive outlook that you can apply in your life today and understand when the trigger happens, nigga, at least you ready. Motherfuckers gonna be trigger happy all the time. The more you expand out your energy and the more you're more positive or whatnot, it's going to affect people around you. It's either gonna be in a positive way or a negative way. Either way, stay centered. Less reactionary, more observe, like be more observant. Still live life and stuff. Like don't live life like, there's a camera behind you and shit, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like walking like you got something stuck up your ass and shit. Like, nah, like live life. You feel me? Um, enjoy life. Enjoy the moments of when you are chilling with your chick, but then also when you're chilling with your family, your friends, your niece, your nephew. Always try to find like a positive outcome because there's always some type of negativity that's getting ready to show itself. But that's the yin and the yang. You get what I'm saying? Yin and the yang of life. So this is why, like for me, bro, I stay locked in. I'm in my internal world, and the amount of options that I'm seeing is insane. Closer than I thought, real close. And I'm just at that point where I'm just like, let me just continue to focus on my internal world because a lot of blessings, a lot of it's gonna be a lot of funds and shit. I'm gonna be traveling. Um, my I don't really celebrate Christmas, but my Christmas day is actually December 26th because I have like some type of interview coming up or whatnot. So, and I got all my information ready for that. And I also been putting in like just different applications, bro. Just applying myself. You feel me? Um, but yeah, bro. Any other questions, dog? Wait, I think I missed a few. I missed a few. 2030. Hope y'all are awake before then. Ah, shit. It sound like you know something, blood. The hell's happening in 2030? Now I'm scared. Nah, I'm playing. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. I know when I start dating again, I'm gonna have to check myself to not get too addicted to the dopamine from the female energy. That's a very intellectual way of looking at it because we mistake dopamine hits for love. Even me. Shit, I be feeling like a man. Some of these women will make you feel like you deeply in love, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. Some women, dog, they have whole clubs, whole books about what to say to a guy to get him to do anything. They got books like that, bro. I think a female in my past, she was telling me like, oh yeah, I follow this channel and it's this lady, and she talks about how to talk to guys, how to like not manipulate them, but kind of like manipulate them. I'm just like, bro, really? But then again, it's a lot of niggas that are easily manipulative. Why? Because you flash a little titty, motherfuckers gonna start acting like, what the fuck? They ain't never seen one of those before. Hypersexual um, atmosphere that we live in right now. You know what I'm saying? I think if you learn how to look at it from a neurological scale, it'll be more easier for you to adjust and change your life. Because Consciously, we sometimes tend to misinterpret what our nervous system is saying to us. Now we got different systems within the body, but like in particular the nervous system. You see what I'm saying? Since consciously we misinterpret what our nervous system is saying, this is how we be fucking up a lot of good situations. Don't get me wrong. Some women have tried men, but let's be real. Nigga, we be fucking up too. I be fucking up. Sometimes I get overstimulated or I'm thinking like this is love the whole time you're really pushing her back or you're really confusing her and shit like that. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? I'm in love. What the fuck? Consciously I'm reading it wrong though. My nervous system is saying like, nigga, you just love the attachment. You love the push pull dynamic. You know what I'm saying? That's a dopamine hit. Imagine if you're talking to a chick throughout the day, text, that's dopamine hits throughout the whole day. So the first 2 3 days, yeah, it's gonna feel like you really like lost your best friend. And guys will be like, "Oh my god, I miss her. I can't stop thinking about her. I gotta text her. I gotta call her. I gotta view her story." And then you fold like a fresh pair of a fresh pair of Levi's and lawn chairs. Again, I've made that mistake plenty of times. Is it that you miss her, or is it that your nervous system is just regulating itself and saying it's purging itself? It has to reset itself. This is why it's if you're dating or whatnot, like this is why it's so important to what? Spacing, spacing, spacing. I'm saying this shit like it's a basketball game. But on offense, to have a fluent offense, you need spacing. Stop crowding the goddamn lane. Stop going too close to the point guard. Nigga, move, nigga. Spacing. Move the ball around. Get the energy going. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the woman. You give her space and just let the magic work itself out, bro. I'm not even trying to complicate this shit for real. It's not even that complicated. Take a step back. It's not trying to play no mind games. It's not trying to get her to do what you want her to do. Nah, it's making sure that you are centered, making sure that you are emotionally intelligent, that you're calm, cool, and collected. Women love that shit. They will be attracted to that. They may be mad at you. They may feel like, oh, you disrespected me. Just give it time. Because you know, if you really disrespect a woman, then I would suggest apologize if you're talking down. But like, if you know within yourself you're just setting a standard, or you know within your heart you're really trying with all your soul, my nigga, to like help this young lady for whatever problem, and for some reason she's just not understanding what you're saying, or it's not even that she's not understanding, she's just misinterpreting. Give her some time to let that sink in her mind if you really do fuck with her. Because if she really do fuck with you, she'll be like, damn, I'm tripping. It is what it is. You might run into a female who might be stubborn. But if she truly doesn't fuck with you, she'll let you go. Trust me. But if she's like still watching your story or whatever case may be, at this point in time, bro, I always say it's kind of like a test, but most guys always go for, you know, simple tactics that women tend to do. You can tell whether it's love or you can tell it's just like I'm addicted to the attachment. I'm addicted to the conversation. I'm addicted to the non-sexual energy. So just think about that shit. Um, and for me, like I said, it's like my definition of manipulation would be talking down, being misogynistic, being obnoxious, um, being insensitive, generalizing everything. That's my idea of like something that's just like, all right, cool. That's not attractive at all. But then you have some women who are so used to that from their past relationships that they become so addicted to the push pull dynamic, or the dynamic of, does he love me? Does he not? Text me, call me, let's fuck, let's not. That shit crazy. I was in an entanglement like that with the young lady that I knocked up. Some of the best sex of my life. But it was probably almost the worst time of my life as well, because my body consciously, I was thinking like, damn, do I love this bitch? Like, the fuck, this crazy bitch, like the fuck she talking mad shit and stuff, but like cursed me out an hour ago, and then an hour later, that she doing all type of freaky stuff, craziness, my youth, craziness for real, bro. I thought it was cute for a second because remember I got like that healing energy and shit, that calming energy. But you don't want to keep dealing with a woman that's that cantankerous. If a woman tells you, and this is how you know, this is how you can tell the difference between a real woman and a woman that just don't give a fuck. She's gonna do what she wants with who she wants. The chick that don't give a fuck. If a woman ever tells you, "Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like talking to single guys." Like, what do you mean? Why don't you like talking to single guys? Oh, because they're always available and it's just too easy. I like to talk to guys that already have girlfriends. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. They're the easiest to manipulate. They're the easiest to fuck. Y'all love to fuck off on y'all girl all the time. So if I see a bitch and a bitch hating, I'm gonna go fuck her man. Verbatim. That's what she said to me, bro. I didn't even know women can like. I didn't even know. I'm like, you know, when sometimes when people do things, they just think about it and it's an unspoken thing. No, she literally told me like, yo, she purposely will go for guys who are already in relationships. She likes that dangerous because it's dangerous, but it's attractive. Some people get off on that when you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. See what I'm saying? So you have women out there that are that will think premeditatively. Once you get into a relationship, oh, that's when it really ramps up. That's when it really ramps up. Once you get into a relationship. So the best advice, even if you're young right now, you feel like you're experiencing love or whatnot, again, learn about neurology, learn about the nervous system. Like if you have AI or chat GPT on your own, like literally, like everybody has their own energy signature. So whatever prompt that you come up with from your internal world is not going to be the same prompt that I come up with. Okay. Essentially, bro, the matrix is just like a whole bunch of ones and zeros, right? When we talk about numbers, numbers break down into words, sounds, and so on and so forth. The thing about it is like once you start to understand the molecules within the body, the neurons within the body, the neural connections within the body, you can literally program, deprogram, reprogram yourself like any other computer or any other phone. Because you are technology. You are an electromagnetic being. You feel me? So you have power that's beyond the imagination, though. Do you know that our solar system is moving at about how many miles per hour? I forgot. Because you know our solar system is moving right now at 15,000 miles per hour. So even if you're sitting down still right now, if you live on planet Earth and you're completely still right now, the Earth is spinning fast as fuck. First of all, but within the Earth, the solar system is moving. I thought the solar system kind of stayed still, but like it's actually moving within the galaxy. You feel me? Like that's why the galaxy looks like a big ass hurricane or whatnot. Our solar system is moving at 15,000 miles per hour. So even when you sitting still, nigga, you moving fast as shit. So when you talk about spirituality, when you talk about metaphysics, when you talk about neuroscience, when you talk about uh, electromagnetism, how you connect with women, how you connect with people, how you connect with friends and family, all of this ties into semen retention. You retain your seed, the start of life, the spark of life. You know how to not, because again, at some point in time, You're gonna have this energy and you have to release the energy. That's part of semen retention as well too. Knowing when to let this shit go, nigga. Knowing when to let this energy go. You know what I'm saying? When you become more conscious of like, okay, cool. Me and my shawty, we about to go, we about to chill, have a good time for the next month or whatnot. You go crazy. But keep in mind, even if you go crazy, watch like how your energy kind of is gonna dip a little bit. Because it's gonna get drained. But the longer you practice retention before you get into a relationship, that's actually sweet as fuck. When you single, you can do what you want. You can have as many bitches you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But keep in mind, every interaction is like energy exchange, or it's going to be a sense of like your energy being drained. You see what I'm saying? So just contain the energy, be proactive. Your mind is going to start moving at lightning speeds. You'll be able to process information a lot faster. You can read body language a lot faster. You can understand that women have a secret unspoken language that they talk. They use this language to talk to guys. Women love symbols. They love symbols, symbology, emojis. This is why emojis are like on our phones and shit. It's for women. It's for women. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We're like, we don't care. The fuck? Like, how you doing? What color is your panties? I don't give a damn about you smiling or doing one of these or doing one of these emojis and shit. Oh my god, I don't want to show you face ass. Like, we don't care about emojis. But it helps. It helps within the conversation. Because again, a guy will look at an emoji and think like, oh, the fuck, that don't mean shit. Nigga, women are deep and they're symbolic. And they sometimes can speak in different ways and different codes where it's like they don't want to be, it's like they'll give you covert messages or they don't want to be direct sometimes because they don't want to come off as needy, or it's a prideful type of thing. You know, we live in a day and age where they're teaching women to be promiscuous and be like men and treat men like how men treat women and shit like that. This is all the shit that you're gonna be battling, bro. Not every woman is like that though. That's the good thing about that. Not every woman is like that. And the best part about that is that if you control your center, if you control yourself, women will actually fit the description that is perfect for your frequency. Remember, your frequency can be dynamic even in silence. Somebody said, does a married man even have the freedom to retain if he's married to a sex addict? Yeah, man, he do. I mean, come on, think like if she's a sex addict, two things is gonna happen. She's gonna fiend for your dick more if you're practicing retention. Um, and then that's better for you. You're like, shit, I need to work on my muscles. Shit, let's see how long you can last inside a pussy. If you get her to have 8 orgasms and shit, and you still ain't come yet, nigga, y'all both winning. So I don't even understand, you know what I'm saying? Because the main point is not to ejaculate often. Frequent ejaculation is not healthy. You know, every once in a while, yeah, cool. Or when I say every once in a while, I say at least every 7 days. You know what I'm saying? For like healthy, if you want to live a long life type shit, less ejaculation, especially at a young age, it'll charge you up. And again, I'm already I'm at that point where like I'm at the like non-physical side of it. As I said, that's a lot of tantra. Facts. I'm on the non-physical side of it. I'm seeing the non-physical effects of retaining my energy. I ain't never had this dynamic before where it's like I even touched a female, but her nervous system is reacting as if I did. And my nervous system is reacting as if she touched me too. It's a you feel me? It's not just I'm doing this thing to her. It's two beings connecting, aligning their energies, and the nervous system is now understanding uh, both networks, both patterns and cycles. There's something about the girl that I'm talking to now, like you feel me? She literally can act any way how she wants to act type shit, but at the same in the same breath, it's like I'm only going to respond to something um that I resonate with. You know what I'm saying? If I could resonate with her frequency and energy, yeah, I'm gonna be talking about how I'm gonna be being her pussy for 6 straight days when I see her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that pussy wet or not. Who knows? Who cares? She probably don't even ask us. Who knows? I don't give a fuck. The power of not caring, that's another thing too. And when I say not caring, not like savagely not giving a fuck, but like not caring about what she may or may not think. Because that's where the overthinking starts to happen. When you start to overthink, like, damn, is she thinking about me? Damn, does she like me? Da da da. Like, be confident in yourself and let your energy speak for itself. Energy don't lie. When you talk to somebody, you can hear it in their tone. Fucking crazy, nervous system connecting. Yeah, man. That's why I said, bro. It's not really. This is why we have cell phones. This is why we have videos and shit like that. Your mirror neurons are firing off every time when I talk about the color red, blue, or a black chick from Africa or something like that, or blue dolphins or whatever the case may be. That's your mirror neurons that's firing off. You can see that in your in. I won't even say in your conscious mind. That's a good question. Like when you hear information, are you seeing it in your conscious mind or your subconscious mind? That's a good question. But basically, yeah, bro, this shit magical as fuck. It's just some people don't look at it as magical because they don't understand the speed of which the connections are happening. Women will send you nonverbal communication. She'll kind of like, and this is like in person now, if because a lot of women they don't like to get rejected. They don't really sometimes they don't like to be too direct because again we live in a hypersexualized environment. So they speak in a way where like it hits our subconscious. There's been so many women I've been manipulated by that I didn't know at first, but by the time I realized it, by the time I gained feelings, oh, I think I love this girl. The whole time she had like two side niggas and a baby. Like the fuck? I didn't even know you was pregnant. The fuck? The hell that's like shit. You got a 2-year old out of nowhere, bitch. Like it's crazy. And then, and that's usually I used to be the quote unquote nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But see, it's like I don't play possum. It's just that I've been through so much trauma, so much manipulation and shit like that. It's like, okay, I can tell when I'm being manipulated. Like I was telling this to myself. I said sometimes people will weaponize certain like I say people will weaponize words, okay? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. There's some people, men and women, that will talk to you and it'll sound like they're talking to your conscious mind the whole time. They're going bypassing the conscious mind, going to the subconscious mind, and now maybe 2-3 weeks later, that seed that was planted within the subconscious mind starts to grow. Now you're thinking about whoever you was talking to, or now like, damn, but like, why does it feel like? And again, I don't think humans consciously do this. I think humans just don't understand the power that they have within. And I think once people recognize the power, they look at it as like, oh, you're just trying to manipulate me, or like, oh, you're a bad person. And it's like, no, nigga. First of all, the powers that be did this to you first. So for me, when I consciously understand, like, oh, this can be weaponized, or if you talk in this tone, this can be weaponized, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna disarm that weapon, and I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind just in case a motherfucker try to try me. And I don't fight fire with fire. Energy don't lie. You can disarm anybody's negative energy and shit just by not reacting, ignoring, not reacting and ignoring, and not caring for the moment, not being impulsive is the best thing that you can do. Let that shit marinate like the pussy overnight. Let it marinate. Let it just chill. You feel me? Now, when it's obvious disrespect or something like that, you remove yourself from that. You remove yourself from that. That's the side. That's life in a nutshell, bro. You're gonna have good days. Gonna have bad days. whichever day you have, you still have to learn how to be centered. Can't be too high and you can't be too low on yourself. Can't be too big headed and you can't be woe is me. Balance. Right now the moon is still in what? Libra. So today is Tuesday. Well, or tomorrow will be Tuesday, December 9th. Moon in Libra. So it's gonna be a lot. This is the day to like articulate yourself, like talk. Um, you know what I'm saying? Connect with people if you are connecting. But if you are the type of person who's an introvert, you're not really trying to talk to people and shit like that, at least learn to have some type of inner dialogue and learn how to use all seven of your chakras. You feel me? Root chakra, sacral chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra. I think I'm missing one more. I probably did, but you know what I'm saying. Like learn how to utilize that shit, bro. And you'll get to your goals, and I think you'll start to enjoy the journey to get to the goals. Watch how things start to happen like smoother for you in life. Literally, I promise you, this shit gonna happen. It's happening for me, bro. Between last week and today was cantankerous. It was wild around me, bro. Emotions is all over the place. People yelling, people's disrespecting each other, and all type of shit happening. And I'm not even talking. And mind you, I'm usually talking to my girl and shit, or the girl I was talking to or not. But I had to take a step back from that. You feel me? And while I'm taking a step back from that, I'm also seeing other women who people my energy, who've been talking to me the whole time, but it's about am I centered? Because if I'm cantankerous, if I'm reacting to her and I'm just wild and all over the place, that's unattractive. Remember, there's women secretly watching you on social media or whatever. So it's like sometimes I just be forgetting I don't be giving a fuck. But sometimes maybe you need to go through that to learn like, damn, let me not do that. That's a bad fucking look. But let me learn from that. Let me be less reactionary. Be more proactive internally and be less reactionary when somebody do some fuck shit. Because it's gonna happen. When you watch a basketball game, do you really expect that every time somebody puts up a shot, it's gonna go in? Are you fucking kidding me? At one point in time, motherfuckers gonna miss. Steph Curry gonna miss. LeBron gonna miss a dunk. Nigga averaging 8 points per game right now. What are we doing here? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Um, I think that's it for now, bro. I think I'm gonna end the live for now, unless you guys have anything else to add to this. But yeah, legit. Remember, dog. Like it's a neurological thing. It's a spiritual thing. Um, the nervous system is huge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna actually before I go, let me do this real quick. Explain how the nervous system is affected when we practice semen retention, and also quickly name some of the other systems that are affected by our electromagnetism when we practice retention. Break it down on a neurological scale, please, and a philosophical scale, please. So again, when you're coming up with prompts, when you're using, researching and shit like that, again, you have your own unique energy signature. So if you take my shit word for word and you try to put it in your chat GPT, you might not get the same answer. You feel me? I have a certain pattern and I have a certain cycle. So based on how I think, based on what I think, when I think again, if you're gonna be on these devices and shit, motherfuckers gonna learn about you, but you might as well learn about yourself as well. When you meditate, when you get away from, the phone and the iPad and shit like that, this is where you get most of your I say your infinite intelligence, and then obviously when you go to sleep and you have lucid dreams, my lucid dreams are like, again, I told you about my lucid dreams. It's always something that feels real, like I actually experienced it. Okay, so neurological. I'm gonna read this real quick. It's not a lot, and I'm gonna end a lot. Okay, I'm just leave you guys with some information. All right, neurological plus, and I think I read this in one of my other lives, but I'm gonna go through it again just in case you're new. The neurological plus nervous system breakdown, scientific level. Semen retention directly affects your brain nervous system, uh, nervous system loop. You released not good, but don't binge release streak stack it. You release, bro, not good. But I don't know what that means, Joseph. What you just said, but I think I know what you meant. I think I know what you meant. Eat some raw. Oh, okay. It's like if you release it or not. Okay, cool. Eat some raw pumpkin seeds, and you'll be back on 20. You'll be back on day 23 in like 2 days. But don't eat too many. They're too powerful. Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, cool. But yeah, semen retention directly affects your brain uh, nervous system loop, especially dopamine. Let's break this down piece by piece. A dopamine regulation, okay, reward system reset. When you ejaculate frequently, you get a short dopamine spike followed by a crash. Semen retention increases baseline dopamine, increases dopamine receptor sensitivity, reduces dopamine tolerance. This means your brain becomes sharper, more motivated, and more focused. Things feel more meaningful. Your reward system becomes clean. Okay. B. Prefrontal cortex strengthening. Discipline plus clarity. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain for willpower, creativity, long term planning, gets stronger during retention. Why? I'm glad you asked. Because avoiding an impulse literally strengthens the neural pathways that control impulses. I'm a impulsive ass motherfucker. That was the biggest thing that I learned last week. So when I was like non-reactionary and shit like that, and I was centered, I felt so uncomfortable. But I'm like, you learn so much just by not reacting. You know what I'm saying? And and when I say not reacting, I'm not saying like sit still like a fucking stone, but non-reacting, but then understanding timing as well. You feel me? Timing is key. Because avoiding an impulse literally strengthens the neural pathways that control impulses. This gives you sharper thinking, quicker decision making, stronger self control, less emotional reactivity, more charisma and assertiveness. C. What is this? Ad- adenosine, aden, how you say, adenosine plus serotonin rebalancing, calm power. Okay. Retention reduces nervous system overstimulation from constant orgasms. This claims the autonomic nervous system. Oh, my bad, not claims. This calms the autonomic surface. Uh, this calms the autonomic nervous system, especially the parasympathetic parasympathetic nervous system. Like I said, we have different nervous systems, but I'm focusing more on the nervous system. But like I said, we got different systems within the body. So rest, restore, recharge, and mode. You feel grounded, centered, slow but strong, less anxious, more embodied. So retention again reduces nervous system overstimulation from constant orgasm. Okay. Spinal fluid conductivity, subtle but real. After 7 to 14 days, your cerebellum fluid becomes richer in nutrients. I butchered that word, but I'll spell that word. Your cerebrospinal. That's how you can look it up if you want to. Mind you, again, this is kind of like these words and stuff is like it's familiar. I'm familiar with it, but I'm also using like raw energy. So how important is the mental celibacy? I can go into that. That's super important. I probably may have to go and talk about that in a separate live. Actually, let me put that mental celibacy. see. What is mental celibacy, and does it improve when you practice semen retention? That's a prompt that I just put in. Hold on. But let me finish this. All right. So let me finish where I was at. Okay. So the spinal fluid conductivity. This boosts reaction time, mental clarity, emotional regulation, sexual energy transmutation. Mental clarity is basically, I want to say it's the same as mental celibacy, but we're about to find out in a second. All right, number two, the electromagnetic system affected by retention. Retention doesn't only affect your nervous system; it affects your electromagnetic field. Okay, uh, you asked for quick naming, so here's the list. So you got the nervous system, which is electric. You got the endocrine system, which is hormonal signals. You got the circulatory system, that's the blood magnetism, blood magnesium increases. Muscular system, that's tensor, more charged. You got the reproductive system, energy storage increases. You got the cardiac field, that's the heart electromagnetic field, grows wider when you're practicing retention. Brain's electromagnetic oscillations, alpha, beta, gamma waves. And then also your aura biofield, measurable EMF, EM field. Retention increases bioelectricity because you're not constantly releasing the body's most nutrient dense fluid. Men literally become more men become literally more electricity charged. I said that wrong again. Men literally become more electrically charged. Women feel this without you doing anything. Okay. This is why it's not good to try to chase or, try to seek validation and shit. Like you're taking away your magnetism by doing that. But when you're like pursuing your purpose and she happens to be like on your way to the purpose, then why not? Like the fuck? I'm on my way for my purpose. You wanna come on, man, slide with me. Shit. I'm purpose driven though, you feel me? So yeah, men literally become more electrically charged and women feel this without you doing anything. So the philosophical breakdown, the real wisdom on a deeper scale, here's what's happening. You stopped leaking life force energy when you started practicing retention. Every ejaculation is a creative release. Semen is not just fluid, it is data, energy, minerals, genetic information, life force, and hormonal potential. When you retain, you're keeping your internal fire inside the furnace. Your presence becomes denser. Okay, B. Desire transforms into awareness. Retention forces your mind to hold the weight of your sexual energy. That pressure becomes confidence, clarity, creativity, charisma, ambition. You don't become horny, you become charged. C. Masculinity sharpens. Sexual energy is masculine energy. When you stop dispersing it, you embody more discipline, more intensity, more purpose, more direction, less emotional chaos. You become more in yourself, less moved by the world. This is what it means to be centered. Okay. D. You shift from animal instinct to conscious man. The philosophical transformation is this: you stop being a slave to impulse, which is that's my new biggest flaw, being impulsive. And I'm still going to work on that, trust me. Retention turns you from reactive to intentional, external to internal, scattered to focused, needy to magnetic. That needy energy, bro, that was me. I ain't gonna hold you. Not no more, nigga. Shit. I'm magnetic now. Weak to powerful. It's the difference between a candle flame and a laser beam. Number four, summary in my own cadence. Summer attention makes your nervous system calmer, sharper, more electrically charged, less drained, more disciplined, more masculine, more magnetic. Neurologically speaking, your dopamine resets, your prefrontal cortex strengthens, your parasympathetic system activates, your spine conducts more electricity. Philosophically, you stop leaking life force, you become the source, your energy becomes heavier, quieter, and more attractive. All right, so real quick, what is mental celibacy? That seems like it was good. Everybody in the building should be back. I'm almost done with this live, but like I'm gonna read this last part, unless you got another question. All right. So, what is mental celibacy? Mental celibacy means you stop sexually stimulating yourself in your mind, not just physically, not just not just porn, not just touching. Mental celibacy is no sexual fantasizing, no replaying old sexual memories, no imagining women in sexual positions, no mental porn, no dreaming about sex, no obsessing over validation from a woman, no lustful loops in your mind. It's when your mind becomes clean, not just your behavior. A mental celibate man controls his inner world, not just his outer actions. I was not mentally celibate for most of like the last couple of months. So even when I was retaining my energy, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, my life is powerful. I mean, not my life. My mind is powerful as fuck. And I'm a Gemini. I live in my mind. So basically, uh that's something that I need to work on. Thank you for actually bringing up that terminology, mental celibacy. I didn't even know that was a thing. But then when you think about it, when you break down the words mental celibacy, like it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Um, but as a recent though, I've been very centered, bro. Because the thing is, when I was talking to the girl, apparently she was triggering me, um, not by what she was saying, but just by like her archetype. You get what I'm saying? Again, she wasn't purpose. She didn't maliciously say, "Hey, talk about sex or get my pussy wet." She didn't do that. It's not her fault. That's all me. I projected in the sense of like, "Damn, this bitch sexy as fuck." You know what I'm saying? And I noticed as I was talking to her more, because what happens on the mental realm, your mirror neurons start to shoot. So technically, if you're thinking about doing some type of crazy sexual act to a female, part of you is actually experiencing it within your mind. You're just not physically releasing. So let's continue real quick. Hold on. All right. So you stop sexually stimulating yourself in your mind, not just physically. Da, 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 da. All right. So why does this matter? Your mind is where 90% of relapses begin. That's a fact. That's 100% true. A man doesn't relapse because of his body. He relapses because uh, a fantasy pops up, a memory starts running. He indulges in the thought instead of redirecting it. Mental celibacy is the discipline of cutting sexual thought loops before they take over. It's the difference between I stopped watching porn versus I stopped being porn myself to myself. How semen retention improves mental celibacy. Yes, celibacy goes way up during retention. Here's why. Dopamine sensitivity resets. Retention resets your reward system. When your dopamine stabilizes, your brain stops chasing fantasy for stimulation. Your mind becomes quieter, less chaotic, less horny, less compulsive. Your prefrontal cortex strengthens. This is the part of your brain that controls impulses, discipline, decision making, intrusive thoughts. Okay. Retention literally strengthens this region, making it easy to stop sexual thoughts at the root. You gain mental sovereignty. Sovereignty. Number three, testosterone increases mental dominance. Higher testosterone increases focus, clarity, willpower, and drive. This makes the mind less interested in fantasy and more interested in purpose. What I just say earlier, purpose driven. Sometimes when you're chilling with a female, it feels like you're living a fantasy, especially when you inside a pussy, whether you fucking or you talk about it. That shit's a fantasy. You feel amazing. Your endorphins is going crazy. But the thing about that is that most guys or most people in their mind want to live out a fantasy instead of actually living out their purpose. When you put purpose first, I'm telling you. See the difference. The reason why I like to put purpose first, and then if you want to have your dream car, fantasy bitch, or whatever, a fantasy girl. Excuse me, I got to work on that. But like, if you put your purpose first, you are so stable. So you won't put yourself in a position where like at the first time you see a chick that fits your archetype that you like you go for it and then you go all in. If you go all in, there's nothing wrong with going all in, but what was your foundation in the first place? Was your did you have your purpose for when you talk about these rappers and stuff like that, the reason why they have, so many girls is because these rappers at a time, 6 months at a time, had to take time out, go on tour, fulfill their purpose. A nigga who living on a purpose is always gonna be attracted to a woman. Retention equals mind shifts from sexual chaos to mission mode. Okay. Number four, nervous system calms down. Retention activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This reduces overthinking, mental imagery, lustful impulses, and obsessive loops. Your mind doesn't feel hungry anymore. You feel fulfilled just being in your body. Okay. Number five, your sexual energy rises instead of leaks. And here's the most important part: when sexual energy doesn't escape through ejaculation or fantasy, it rises upward into creativity, confidence, charisma, intuition, power, presence, and ambition. This is transmutation. So when people are like, oh, you need to transmute your life force energy, it's going to be in creativity, confidence, charisma, intuition, power, presence, ambition. Mental celibacy becomes natural because the energy is not trying to escape anymore. It's being channeled upward. So I'll admit, bro, when I was saying some I was sharing some like sexual posts on Facebook. Sometimes people be like, "Damn, dog, what the fuck is wrong with Moody Starr?" Like, or and sometimes it might be on Instagram. I didn't realize how powerful my mind was, and I wasn't mentally celibate. I ain't gonna hold you. But now that I realize that, and again, this is why we have conversations, like we learn together. Now that I have the realization of that, now I'm gonna be more on guard as to like what I be thinking about, or what I even actually post about. I also don't want to tease myself too because sometimes when I'm talking to women, the conversation be so good, and like when we get to talking about sex and all this shit, is that it's as if it's happening throughout the conversation, and it's just like if I don't have things aligned, I shouldn't be talking like that. You see what I'm saying? So in other words, if I don't have my funds up, if I don't got my own place, or I don't, whatever the case may be. Not saying that you always have to wait for the perfect time, but realistically speaking, you really shouldn't be talking to females like that unless it's you guys are building each other like spiritually. But as far as like connection and all that stuff, like if the physical realm is not hasn't caught up to like your internal progress, then you have to be patient. So that message is directly for me though. It may not be for some of y'all, but I know it's for me for sure. Okay. The philosophical side. Mental celibacy is really about this. You stop consuming women with your mind. Instead of mentally taking, you become internally full. A man practicing mental celibacy sees women as people, not fantasies, directs his energy towards purpose, becomes more mischievous, becomes more powerful, becomes more selective, becomes more magnetic. That's powerful. I'm going to repeat this part. A man practicing mental celibacy sees women as people, not fantasies, directs his energy towards purpose, becomes more mysterious, becomes more powerful, becomes more selective, and becomes more magnetic. Okay? Women feel the difference instantly. So, again, I don't care how dumb you think this chick is or how slow you think society, projected us to be and shit like that. The only reason why we tend to ignore our intuition is because we are bombarded by so much external noise and external stimulation that we tend to ignore our inner voice. When you retain your energy, you literally quiet down all that noise, and you see what your patterns and cycles are. You see what your good habits are and your bad habits. You know what I'm saying? A mentally celibate man's gaze it hits different. His energy is calmer, cleaner, stronger, and more grounded. His presence is not sexual desperation; it's sexual power. In short, mental celibacy equals no internal lust loops. Semen retention makes mental celibacy easier, stronger, and natural. Together, they create a man who is grounded, focused, magnetic, disciplined, sexually powerful, mentally sharp, deeply masculine. It's like going from unstable electricity to laser focus. Now, I'll admit, the first time when I practiced retention, it was definitely 100% unstable electricity. I had all this energy, did not know what the fuck to do with it. So, yes, some of my energy was leaking out through mental fantasies that would play in my mind. Um, but you got to think about it too. I already made a video about like how the mind works and shit. Um, you got to look at your mind as like you walk in, like your soul, the seat of your soul, which is your pineal gland, goes into the movie theater, and your mind projects the movie. So your memory, a fantasy. So it's like you have to control like literally what you're watching in your mind, like it's a television show, or like HBO special or some shit like that. Remember, you are the original biological human computer. Everything internal already exists outwardly, or they try to copy us. So when you go to sleep at night, you could, nigga. I love going to sleep at night, especially when I want silence. I want no external. I don't want to listen to no podcast. I love it's so much more powerful for me to go to sleep because I understand on an electromagnetic scale what I'm about to go through. Because I created like new neural pathways, so I'm understanding my internal world. You feel me? So basically, that was a breakdown of mental celibacy. Thank you for bringing that up, by the way, bro. That was very informative. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna see how I can challenge myself more to be a lot more, because I think one thing that I could say that homegirl was telling me, she was like, when we talk, like we're supposed to be helping each other in a sense, but like, nigga, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Sometimes I do talk in a sexual undertone with my woman, only because that's the type of banter and shit that I like to do naturally. But I don't go overboard with it. And I think because I was feeling the magnetism, I was feeling the connection with her before shit got like out of hand and I became like a drug addict. Because I damn sure was becoming a drug addict to this chick. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me keep it a beam. As much as I was retaining my energy and she felt my energy and shit, I definitely felt the feminine energy that she was um, feeding my nervous system. My nervous system loves that shit. You know what I'm saying? She hit a part of me where it's just like it's not even about my heart. It's about my entire the phenomenon that happens within my body. The sound of her voice, how she looks. Did she get her hair done? Is she in her soft feminine mode. You feel me? So sometimes guys can misconstrue all of those things to be love or feelings, but again, it's pattern recognition. Some of y'all probably might like a girl because she reminds you of a girl that you once knew. You feel me? So this is where you have to learn how to do like self-analyzing, make sure like you're not just saying shit just to say shit. Understand that like sometimes we may misinterpret what our internal world is actually trying to tell us. But once we start to understand the internal world, the external world gets a lot more predictable, very predictable. You damn near can tell the future, my nigga. I'm not even gonna say that I can tell the future. I can predict little by little based on how I maintain being centered. Certain things I can calculate what's going to happen. When people are impulsive and reactionary, you can't calculate shit. So like when shit happens, you can be like, damn, I ain't even consider that because you was too reactive. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, bro, yes, when I was saying I was trying to mentally, but I'm sure this is what eye contact with females. Um, you don't necessarily have to avoid eye contact with females. I mean, yes, but then again, it's like when you're purpose driven, it just becomes you feel me? It just becomes like a part of just staying on your purpose, like maintaining being focused. And sometimes it's good to take a step back, bro. Trust and believe. But outside of that, bro, MGT with the do your boy Moody Starr back again with another video. If you know, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. Channel I like to highlight current events, talk about my spiritual things, beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and beyond vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you made it to the end of the live, you go, stay locked in. Um, you can rewatch the live. It was a lot of information. Like I told you, I had a lot of information. I didn't even go through half of my notes. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna decompress, um, get some rest. Make sure y'all get some rest, bro. Depending on your work schedule, try to get some rest. Even if like you get off early in the afternoon, try to get some rest, dog. Recovery. The reason why rest is so important is because you need your neural pathways to become stronger, um, and living externally all the time, like you feel me, that can do a lot of like damage to the nervous system. This is how people get diseases and shit like that. Focus on eating too much, going out too much, drinking too much, smoking uh, too much overstimulation of the mental, um, dopamine dynamic that happens within the brain. Like you feel me? So stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, have fun. God got your back. God is within all of us. You have God's presence, your life is going to be presence. Your life is going to be a movie. The quality of sleeping before midnight is more even if the amount of hours is the same because of circadian rhythm. Every hour before 12 is like two. I'm definitely going to look into that. Appreciate you for sharing that. And by the way, bro, I know some of y'all are low key smarter than me. So by all means, my nigga, share the wealth. Okay, if it's a motherfucker that's smarter than me, hey, I'm smart enough to know that I don't know shit, nigga. So I appreciate that. You said the quality of sleep before midnight is more, even if the amount of hours is the same, because of circadian rhythm. Every hour before 12 is like two. I said, bro, any tips on how to sleep when quitting weed? Um, I talked about that in a live on Sunday. Um, Long story, like if you want, you can check out that live. I think I went more in depth about that. I forgot what part of the live. You might have to just kind of skim through it. But short answer, and maybe I can like give you a better answer tomorrow because it's getting late on this side. I am low key getting a little tired. but I say learn how to be still. Um, Even if you can't sleep, like still learn how to like be still within one spot type shit or get in a comfortable spot. If you need healing music, because they have different healing sounds on YouTube. There's this one guy that I listen to. I forgot. I haven't listened to it in a while. I might listen to it tonight just to see how it made me feel. But either listen to something that can put you in a meditative state and learn how to be still, because if you can't sleep, what's going to happen is if you still being still and you have your eyes closed or whatnot, that's a good time to practice meditating while still laying in your bed and shit like that. You can still practice. That's a good way to practice meditation. If you focus your mind, it's kind of like a brain trick or a placebo effect. But if you focus your mind on meditating, your ass gonna fall the fuck asleep. Now you may not have quality sleep because if you fresh, basically the first 2 to 3 days, you're not gonna sleep. The shit you're gonna feel agitated as fuck. And I already talked about that in a different live. But I say, yeah, I never meditate. I don't know how. Meditation is all about breath work and being still, quieting the mind and breath work and breathing. So once you have stillness and breath work and quiet the chatter, that's a state of meditation. When you're laying down and if you can't sleep and the brain is active or not, that's the best time to practice meditating. Your ass gonna fall asleep. Trust and believe. When I was and the reason why I say this and the reason why I know how it works is because when I was almost a month ago, when I was in a mental facility, the hospital or whatnot, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have nothing for us to fucking go to sleep, nigga. Once you go into the bed, nigga, like it's just you in the bed for the next 8 hours. So I wasn't taking the medication they was trying to give me. Yeah, you got me fucked up. The one time I took that shit had my nose clogged up, bitch. I was up for like 2.5 hours after I took the meds. I was like, see, this is how I know you motherfuckers fucked up. So one of the nights when I was in there, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm anxious as fuck. I gotta deal with my emotions. I can't sleep. Obviously, I ain't had no weed or whatnot. Granted, I already kind of practiced not to smoke weed anymore. But basically, I literally said, let me just practice on being still and breath work. And after some time, I was going to sleep. And I was lucid dreaming too. So just be patient with yourself. Okay, cheers, Moody. I heard you saying breath work also helps the journey. You said right. Yep. I'll say about 80% of the humans out there don't know how to fucking breathe right. But like I said, I'll go into more details if you guys remind me. Breath work, how to get sleep after smoke after you quit weed, and then just more. I'm gonna go more in depth about just like the many systems that we have within the body that we can utilize. That is literally our superpower. Like you're gonna learn that there's different systems that are talking to you. I didn't even. I bought some crystals today. I didn't consciously plan to do that. That was all my nervous system. My nervous system, like nigga, you need to balance out your energy. Now, the crystals, again, it's kind of like the placebo effect. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I did get the amethyst stone. I got the tourmaline stone, and I got the tiger's eye. Those are the three stones that I'm familiar with. Um, those are the energies that my body resonates with. Essentially, each crystal stone can can amplify um, a specific, I say, energy portal within the body. And like I said, I'll go over it like on in another live. But damn, I thought I had to take a shit. I guess I don't got to take a shit no more. But yeah, other than that, bro, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all a lot. It's been a dope live. I'm going on almost close to 3 hours, but I'm about to go to sleep. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'll speak to you guys later on in the week, probably like Thursday or Friday. Maybe even who knows? Oh, and keep in mind on Patreon, didn't forget about y'all, and I didn't forget the members only here on YouTube. Gonna be dropping some exclusive videos, so y'all be on the lookout for that. If you're not a Patreon member, go to patreon.com/ Moody Starr. I got some locked videos there. You can check that out on my retention journey, stuff that I can't post on YouTube. And then also the members only, I actually have some exclusive videos for members only as well. Um, so yeah, other than that, bro, y'all stay safe, y'all stay locked in, stay calm, cool, collected, stay stoic. I'm gonna definitely see you guys in the next video, bro. Peace.